Hello and welcome to another MiniWarGaming Battle Report. Today, it is a cousin fight. Elves versus elves. On this Imperial word for some reason. Let's dive in.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
Hello and welcome to the Battle Report. Scary here from Scarredcast and Stefan.
How's it going?
We're going to be playing a game. It's going to be a match play game. We're playing on this cool table that we've set up. And he's got Eldar, and I have Dark Eldar. Let's see what happens. So we are playing a match play game, but we're playing on narrative table number 1. That's Games Workshop table number 1, but narratively made. So it looks awesome and also balanced for gameplay. So let's take a look at the armies and see what we've brought to battle as we fight over the spoils. There are a couple of very, very important characters in the 40k universe in this game, so something really important is about to happen.
This is my 2,000 point aspect host list. 2,000 right on the dot, surprisingly. Basically, I wanted to try out as many of the new Swooping Hawks and Warp Spiders with Lycus, so I had to try and fix them in there. Tried to balance it out between as much anti-tank and heavier armor and being able to deal with most, as well as many scoring units, so the Swooping Hawks and Warp Spiders for taking those last minute objectives, and a few meat shields for my bigger characters. And brought the Crimson Hunter for just the sheer firepower it has, and I think it looks cool. I like it. The Falcon's just basically the transport for the Fire Dragons, a little more anti-tank. I love Shining Spears. I love the newer models. They're fantastic. I try to put them in every list I got. Just some transports for the more squishier stuff, but it's elves, they're all squishy.
Everybody is squishy in an elf army. It's usually how that works.
Yeah, but now I actually get to see what it's like to squish squishy things.
Oh yeah, I know. It'll be the battle of the squishies, that's for sure. And of course, Lycus. Who are you most excited about, Lycus or JainZar in this game?
Lycus, because I've never used her.
So you're gonna like it's... Haha! Okay, let's see what I brought. I brought the evil version of the elves, or evil in quotations, because everybody's evil in 40k. And I'll debate everybody on that. Everybody's evil.
I fully agree with that.
I'm playing a Reaper's Wager Drukhari detachment with 1 Void Weaver Harlequin and 1 Death Jester. And of course, I brought as many characters I could fit in today for fun. So I've got Urien Rakarth, Archon Skari himself. I've got Lelith Hesperak's. I've got a Homunculus with the Conductor of Torment. First time I'm going to be using that piece of gear. Drahzar, the Master of Blades. As for enhancements, my Archon has Arc Raider, and my Death Jester has Webway Walker. And then we've got Witches, 10 of them, 10 Hellions, 3 Racks, 3 Grotesques, 6 Grotesques, 3 Grotesques, 5 Racks, 10 Kabalite Warriors, a Beast Pack Master, 3 Venoms, a Kronos, 2 units of Mandrakes, and a unit of Incubi. That's 2,000 points on the nose. Look at that, lots of stuff. But no Scourge, no Plane, no Ravagers, no Talos. Interesting. So we're gonna do this on camera for fun. Deployments, pick one. I don't know what they are, you don't know what they are. Pick a deployment. Da-da-da, it's gonna be, haha! Ooh, tipping point, very, very nice. Okay, pick one of these. Might be primary, might be secondary, I'm not sure. I think it might be the primaries, maybe the secondaries. Aha! Hidden supplies. We're going to put an extra objective down. That'll be 6 objectives on the board. And then pick a primary mission. Ooh! Terraform. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one. So we go, Terraform, Hidden supplies, and Tipping Point. Completely random match play game. Let's dive in.
Wargamers, I have something exciting to tell you. We have a sponsor, which is Wayland Games. They are sponsoring this battle report. Now, the cool thing about that isn't the fact that they offer worldwide shipping, or they have massive stock quantities, or it's like you can get anything you can possibly imagine in their store because they have thousands of products. It's the fact that they're doing push-ups. Like, look at this. Like, isn't that nuts? They're trying to discover how many they can do and who can do the most on their team. And it's perfect because we are just moving. The timing couldn't be better. We have this miniature designed by Titan Forge, and it's designed to go on your hobby shelf and remind you to just move. Now available in the MiniWarGaming Forge. By getting this mini, you're making a commitment to yourself that you will just move more, do more, be more active. This one, only get if you want to make a commitment to yourself to move more. Otherwise, get Ravage Star, because Whaling Games is carrying Ravage Star in the UK, and that's also another fantastic news piece. Now, back to the battle report.
Victory here lies in dominating not only the foe, but also the landscape of the battlefield itself. In as such as reconnaissance units have uncovered a hidden cache of ammunition, fuel, and rations in this war zone. So we're playing Terraform Hidden Supplies. Now, of course, Terraform is an objective where you get 4 points for each objective you control. In addition, you can do an action in your shooting phase on the objectives that are not in your deployment zone to get additional residual priority points throughout the entire game. However, you have to survive in order to complete the terraform, which does force your opponent to act to try to take you off the objectives. As for hidden supplies, we got 1 additional primary objective, bringing our total up to 6 primary objectives on the board, as you can see them on the map itself. During deployment, the elves, both sides, decide to deploy relatively hidden, because we both know that an elf in the open is a dead elf. And we're here after deployment. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is going to be such a fun time. So you're the defender. You ended up being the defender. So you're going to be green. I will be red. We are using the cool little scorecards that the MiniWarGaming Forge made. Of course, if you want a cool Scary one with the best logo and colors of the bunch, you can order one there. They come with dice and stuff too. So this is how this works. We're going to score our primaries here. We're going to score our secondaries here. We get 10 points for battle ready. This is the battle round, and these will be the command points as we go through the game. I've got my deck of cards. You have your deck of cards. And the battlefield is set for what's to be the most mega massive elf-a-side. Yeah, elf-a-side style game we'll ever see. Lots of elves will die. So if you love elves or you hate elves, you will be satisfied. They're all gonna die. I guarantee you this. Now, in reserve, you put the plane, of course, and your swooping hawks.
Yes.
I put 10 Hellions. I gave my Death Jester Deep Strike, so he's in Deep Strike reserve, and I put 5 Witches in Strategic reserve. Other than that, you've got JainZar and that Wave Serpent.
Yep.
And 10. Oh, that's the Autarch with 9. Okay. The Autarch with 9. 9. Why 9? Why not? Oh, did you not? Did one of them die or something?
No, I just, the old models range that I had the Exarch, and there's no way I could pass him off as a regular guy.
Oh, that's fine. It's fine. We can go find you another one. It's all good. It'll be like bright orange from the collection. With that, though, we're going to roll to see who goes first, and then we'll do our scout moves. There we go. Looking forward to this. Of course, I've got my Reaper's Wager token here. Boop. So Harlequin's winning, Drukhari winning because I'm playing Reaper's Wager. That's how it'll go. Are you ready to roll to see who goes first?
I'm ready.
Okay. I roll a 1.
6.
You get to go first. And it is elves. Those elves. Turn number 1. I get to do my scout moves. I have 2. I've got Arc Raider on the Venom, and I have my Beast Pack. Let's see what I can do with them. So Arc Raider, Scary, moved his Venom up just to stay out of line of sight of those Dark Reapers, and these puppies also moved up to stay out of line of sight of those Dark Reapers as well. Nothing I could do about that angle, but that's okay. So the Beast Pack putting some pressure on the board, Arc on Scary, getting right into the middle where he likes to start rolling Shadowfield saves, because he, of course, never fails them, right? Right? No, maybe not. Okay, so you ready? Let's roll. Good luck, have fun. Let's do this. Pow! And let's draw some cards for round number 1. You do have Eldrad, so you get 2. Actually, you're the stud today because you're defending. And I have 1 command point. Let's draw your cards.
All right.
You're gonna get.
Ooh, Assassination and Bring It Down. There's a lot of options for the Assassination, so front ones are the Beastmaster or Archon Scary. And Bring It Down, also in a vehicle, so I got options.
Not bad first draw.
No, I'm okay with that.
Let's dive into your movement phase. We have a lot of stuff to move, so we're just going to show off where this goes. Of course, you've got your 4 battle-focused tokens as well, which you can use for a variety of different things. And we'll come back after you've done your movement phase. We have returned. The battlefield is already shifting.
Moving.
You did. You decided to star engine that Falcon up the side. You moved them up to get onto the objective, as well as the Falcon within range of the objective there. You have JainZar moving around here, just getting ready to do some damage to the enemy. You've got the complete redirect of the Dark Reapers to get better angles down the long parts of the table. Storm Guardians sticking this objective, moved up into the middle, ready to wave their swords at the enemy. And then you used a couple of battle focus tokens here, one here to increase the move to get that D cannon in range of Skari's Venom. Uh-oh, he's feeling a little bit threatened. And then, of course, you
Flicker jumped with Lycus.
You lickest up. Uh-oh. You have to roll a dice for each of the models in the unit, though.
Oh, right. Yes.
So it'll be 6 dice. We haven't done that because we're going to do that on camera. Dun, dun, dun. But the aim here is to blow up the Venom with the D cannon and then flame whatever comes out and then charge whatever comes out as well. Fun. You did say it was a gamble. I agree. And on ones, you take some mortals. One mortal wound. Oh, you're going to kill a dude. You could always just put a wound on him, but he's got the blades, so you never know. You just put a wound on the Exarch. It's smart, like that you keep one of your flamers around. And with that, we dive into the shooting phase. Starting with the Falcon into my Venom that's like nice little angle there.
Yeah, so 3 shots with the Pulse Laser.
I am stealth.
Okay, so hitting on force.
Ooh, 3
excellent.
misses. Yeah, that's right. That little stealthy Venom knows what he's doing.
Scatter Laser.
Yep.
Same hitting on 4s.
Yep.
With sustained.
Ooh, 1 sustained, so 4 hits. Swing 6, so 4's to wound. Ooh, 1 save. AP nothing with cover, 4 goes to a 3. Oh, you do damage. No! Ooh, I got off lightly there. That pulse laser. Ooh! Ooh! I'm very happy the pulse thing didn't do any damage. But I still have to survive a D cannon. It's D cannon time. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know if every time the D cannon has wronged you. Have you ever been wronged by a D cannon? There is a support group. It's called Wronged by D Cannons.
I have a few friends who would love to join that group.
Please leave a comment down below and say, I have been wronged by a D cannon. Because if you've played any of 10th edition at all, you know what these are. D3 shots. 1 shot. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm going to CP reroll this.
Oh, so you're going to spend one of your 2 CP, go down to 1, and you're going to try and get... Okay, doubled it.
I got
doubled
2 more hits.
Very nice.
That's good.
So 4s to hit. Done, done, done. And you don't have a shrine token, so you can't turn any of those into a 6. Oh, thank goodness. Well, the Venom is very much alive.
And that would be Lycus and her group.
Yeah. Well, they get to shoot the Venom now, I guess, and then potentially charge the Archon inside. So we'll see. Oh, we still have one more option here. We've got this little Wave Serpent. Can see Urien Rakarth just in range with the cannon. I don't know. Urien's pretty tough, but sometimes he just dies very quickly.
That's hitting
and
on
the cannon.
3s.
Yep. One hit only, and then wounding on 3s, because he's toughness 4. 1. So he has a 4-up invul save, and he's fine. Okay. Well, Urien Rakarth is like, ha-ha!
I care not.
That's right. Well, I think there's one thing left to shoot. Lycus and friends.
You know what? With the absolute failure of the D cannon and everything else to pop that Venom, I think Lycus and her girls are going to redirect to try and take on the Beastmaster.
Ah, no, it's supposed to be stealthy. Don't worry about the Beastmaster. What has the Beastmaster ever done to anyone? By the way, there is a support group
I would
of Beastmaster madness, because the Beastmaster is incredible. Okay, well, that's all of this. So Lycus and the spiders into the Beastmaster. Regulars. So 4d6 from the regular the rifles first. Okay, so that's 11. You'll be rerolling 1s to wound, of course, with your aspect host amazingness.
All right, so
4s rerolling 1s. A couple of 1s in there. Oh, that's not bad actually. 7 so far. 8. 6 up invuls. I lose 6 wounds worth of models. Just gonna make the charge a little tougher there. Gonna kill a couple of the birds. Lycus, d6 plus 3 for 4 hits, but hers is strength 6. and Twin Linked. So 3s, Twin Linked.
Should it? Well, there is no re-rolling to hit. And you keep
Correct.
re-rolling, so.
And Twin Linked. That's 1, 2 rerolls. No dev wounds or anything on these. Oh, imagine if it was old Warp Spiders. Wild. I'll put it on the little birdie first and then the Chimera in the back. Oh, birdie takes 2 damage, lives with 1. There you have it. And now it's the end of shooting phase. So overall, I think I got off a little lightly, especially that Venom. I was really expecting that Venom to die. As soon as you were like,
I was hoping that Venom would die.
You're like, oh look, I've got this Falcon. The Falcon's like, I want to kill bigger things. Little Venom, psh, not worth my pay grade.
You don't have bigger things. Maybe the...
I guess this guy counts. Okay, so you get to charge if you want to. You know, they ignore vertical terrain, so they could potentially try a charge as well. You know, that Lycus and friends could go into there as well. So what do you want to do?
Lycus has to charge because even if they kill, I get assassination, that's points. If I don't, at least I'm stuck in combat and it'll force you to have to either retreat and not or stick it
I don't
in
have
and
a
not kill
fullback
me.
and I don't have a fullback in charge or anything, so.
I'm assuming you'd still fall back so you could target her.
Oh yeah, 100%. But then you have your like battle focus things. If I fall back and you know you can kind of move around and be like sneaky. I wonder what you want to do here. Lycus and friends need a 6 to dive into the beast pack, and here we go. That is a 9. Ho ho! Here they come.
Easily get in there.
Move them in. Let's see. This is murder time here. Murder time. See, if he would have shot this, they disembark back here. Then he charges, but then the grotesques get to heroically intervene, which would have been all sorts of bad things for Lycus. Would have been like mutually assured destruction. But now I feel my beast pack is in trouble. If the Beastmaster survives, I will be very, very pleased. I do have access to a stratagem for -1 to hit in combat, so that is an option. But I don't know if it's going to save them, though. So at the end of the shooting phase as well, he wasn't going to charge with the, you're going to terraform.
Yeah.
So they are terraforming this objective. So I either put something there to stop you or kill them, or else you're going to get terraformed. Oh no, I don't, residual points. Please no. Okay, so over here you get to fight. Let's do this. What aspect thing are you going for?
We're going to do reroll 1s to wound.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's Lycus does not have Twin Linked on their weapons. I'm not going to use my stratagem. If this Beastmaster dies, he's going to die. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I need to conserve my command points on Reaper's Wager because it's very CP hungry army. Okay, Lycus, let's go. Oh, what? See, this is the regular dudes.
These are the regular spiders, then we'll do the Exarch, and then Lycus.
Yep,
So.
hitting on 3s. Only 3 hits. Toughness 4, so 5s, but you're rerolling 1s to wound. 1 reroll. Okay, well, that's to try and get rid of that last wound there. 6 up. Nope. Dies. You kill. No. How dare you. Well, I still have a lot of wounds in that unit. Exarch now. Power Blade Array. Ooh, not bad. Decent hit. So these need 4s, but they are Twin Linked. So 4s with Twin Linked. Not bad. B4. I'm going to put them on the 2 Chimera, needing 6 up impulse. 1 Chimera goes down because they're 1 damage each.
Yes.
Flip. 1 Chimera dies. I still have a decent amount of wounds. Maybe Lycus won't be able to get the Beastmaster. So this is the extra attacks?
Okay. The fangs.
The fangs. 2s with lethals. Ooh, 2 lethals right away. Very nice. What's the strength of the fangs?
4.
4, so needing 4s to wound here. Rerolling 1s. Oh, very nice. So you've got 4 saves. The fangs are 1 damage, so I'm going to start with the little Chimera, and then I'll go to the Clawed Fiend. 6 up invulse. You killed the Chimera. And put 2 wounds on Clawed Fiend. He has 3 wounds remaining. And now you get to swing with the big stuff. The Weave Ender, as in the end. The Weave what?
The Reeve Render.
Oh, the Render. Okay, let's see if he can render me into a paste here.
Hits again?
Hits on 2s. Is this lethal as well?
Hits, yeah.
Okay, so that hits 4 times. And your strength 6, so needing 3s, but rerolling 1s. Oh, just 1 extra. So 3, that will keep my Beastmaster alive, even even if I fail all of these. 6 ups. So this goes down to 1, because that's 2 damage, and down to 0. And then you do 2 damage to my Beastmaster, who lives with 1 wound remaining. Oh! So close! And the Beastmaster still lives. However, you do get to pile in if you wish. Hold on. We forgot something. You did shoot me, so all of those lethals that you did would have been on 5s instead of 6s because of Lycus' special rule. I went back, reviewed the footage. VR says there are 3 more saves that I need to make on the Beastmaster from a variety of different sources. And you still have your little token too, so you could have turned one of the wound rolls into a 6. Anyway, 6s. No, you got him. You got him, he's dead. And that is definitely a rule. So whenever Lycus shoots at something, until for the rest of the turn, shooting and combat, any critical hits against that unit happen on 5s, not 6s. So you can get sustained hits on 5s, lethal hits on 5s, and shooting and combat. So not only is Lycus a very good pressure unit, also a fantastic unit to do combos against.
That's just a pretty model.
And it's it is an awesome new model. So, well, that's that. Now you get to consolidate. There is an objective you can consolidate towards if you want to, but you get your Assassinate, and the Beast Pack Master is no more.
Try and pull myself a little back here.
There they go. You're just getting close to that objective. Of course, the Exarch has 1 wound on them, 1 wound taken. Okay, there we have it. Lycus going for the Assassinate kill. Nice. So we can go over to the scoreboard over here. Ta-da! You will score 5 points on Assassinate. So for secondaries, that'll be 5 points. You've started to do a Terraform, which I have to try and stop. Would you like to get rid of, bring it down, or hold on to it?
I'm going to hold on to that.
You want to hold on to it, so I still have some vehicles. That, of course, brings us to my first turn. So I will get a command point, you will get a command point. I'm going to be pulling up my mandrakes. They're going to go up into the void to see what I draw for cards as we move on to Dark Eldar turn 1. I got behind enemy lines and no prisoners. Good thing I have my mandrakes in the sky. Probably going to sacrifice one of those units just to get 3 points on behind enemy lines and maybe kill some Guardian Defenders. Why not? So we'll see that. We'll put some wounds on a Falcon. Or even, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll be fun. As for no prisoners, I've got Lycus in front of me, Warp Spiders in front of me, a couple of tanks. So if we can kill something, that'll be a good day. Oh, I'm excited to murder some of my cousins.
Elf on elf crime.
Yeah, elf on elf crime. Okay, so with that, we're gonna go ahead and do some movements. I have to move up and get, your second wave is gonna be really, really heavy. You do have your swooping hawks and your plane to arrive too. So I have to keep that in mind. But let's go onto it. I'll come back after the movement phase. We'll show you what it looks like after. End of the Drukhari movement phase. The Kronos has come into the corner. Lelith is hiding because JainZar is over there. The Grotesques have moved up. Urien ran. This ran. They ran and spent a CP to advance, shoot, and charge to get in range of Lycus with all their flamers. The Homunculus ran up as well. Mandrakes came down here. I've protected my little home objective. This Void Weaver is ready to shoot at a Falcon. This unit of Grotesques moving up as well. Archon Scari had to get out of their Venom, use a stratagem to ignore Overwatch, because Lycus, and then moved up close to Lycus. And then this Venom swung around, ready to pick up Archon Scari and kind of shift his focus, as well as keeping it alive from this angle from Dark Reapers. And then my little behind enemy line crew showed up over here. I could have recycled it because it's turn 1, but whatever. Points are points. Let's just go get them. In range of the Falcon, and then 9 inches away from some Guardians to potentially do a charge. Gonna give a pain token to Archon Scari and friends for reroll hits and wounds. Nice. That's it. We're gonna start with the Grotesques. 6 liquefire guns. 6d6 flamer hits into Lycus and friends.
Yay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
10,
those are ones.
15, 16. It's okay. 16, strength 4, so needing 3s to wound. These are all AP 1. Nice. So I lost 5, that's 11. 4 up saves. Ooh, not bad. So I kill the 1 Exarch and 4 Warp spiders. That'll
basically
kill the
all of
squad. Dead. And Lycus remains. So I gain a pain token for that, and you are going to spend one of your battle focus tokens to try and get Lycus away from the grotesques, I would assume.
Oh yeah.
Nice. And Lycus is going to go d6 plus 1. 4 inches. Makes the charge a little harder. There we go. Lycus just hanging out. Okay, well, let's do Archon Scarian, friends. I might as well. I don't have any command points. I know Lycus is your brand new model, but you did send her right into the middle of my army.
Oh, I understand. Hey, she got me 5 points.
She did. And killed the beast pack, which is great. Also, that move stops me from being able to shoot you with my venom, which makes me sad. Well, I think Archon Scari would like the honors. I'm going to shoot everything from Archon Scari's unit into Lycus. Absolutely everything. So that's blast pistols, blaster, dark lance, the whole kit and caboodle. So actually, the dark lance is going to shoot at that falcon. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do the blaster. Hits, wounds, 1 invulnerable save. 4 up. That was not flat. Okay, then we have the blast pistol from the Archon, reroll hit rolls, and the blast pistol from the guy, reroll hit rolls. No, just 1 blast pistol. 1 more invulnerable save. Oh, ooh, that's D3 damage. So only 1.
Okay.
Down to 4 wounds remaining on Lycus. Then we have my Shredder. 4 hits. These are strength 6, so needing 3. Are they T3? 2s. Rerolling 1s, or because of the Archon. So 4, no AP on these.
Okay, 2 up save.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. 2 wounds down to 2 left. Last but not least, we have my Splinter Cannon. Sustained hits, 2 damage each. Woo! Hitting on 4s. She's not stealth or anything, is she? Okay. And then poison, anti-infantry 3+, with reroll wounds. So that's 4 at AP1.
3 up.
Ooh. 2 damage, and my Vectora will... Oh no, you have 2 CP. You could reroll it, but I do have lots of other shooting. And by lots, I mean a Void Weaver. You're not going to waste your 2 CP for that. Lycus goes down. Archon Scari puts 1 Phoenix Lord on notch on his belt for today's murder fest. And he revels in the pain of the souls trapped in Lycus's armor. Ah!
Now we just gotta wait for another Eldar to come find the armor, get sucked into the body, and she's good to go.
There you go, reanimates it, but for now, going into my trophy room.
There you go.
And of course, the Dark Lance into your Falcon. So hits on 4s. Nice.
Hits.
Wounds on 3s. Nothing, but I get to reroll wounds because of my pain token. 1 at AP 3, but you are in cover. Looking for a 5 for the Falcon. Bang! Oh, nicely done. Well, my Mandrake's going to shoot the Falcon. 3s to hit with the little Bale Blasts. And then toughness 9 or 10 on the Falcon. Probably 10, but could be 9.
Nope, it's 9.
Cool, so 5s and 6s do devs. Just 2 armor saves, no AP. Ah, nothing. I was really hoping Lycus would live with like a wound or 2 so I could try flip the wager with my Void Weaver, but that's not going to happen. So the Void Weaver is going to shoot everything at the Falcon. I have 2 Shuriken Cannons on 3s with lethals and on 5s. 1 at AP 1. You're in cover though, so it doesn't matter. 3s, nothing.
We're good.
And then the 3 Haywire shots on 3s. Oh, I get to reroll 1s to hit and wound. I don't remember if I rolled anything because I'm losing the wager. So 3 hits with a Haywire. Needing 4s to do dev wounds. So that'd be 6 damage on your Falcon. 6 damage. Nothing you can do about Haywire. That's why I love Haywire. And then I do have this Venom is going to shoot at the Falcon. Might as well.
Might as well.
No rerolls here, but 1 sustained. And needing 6s. Yeah, nothing. Ah, that looked like a 6 for like 2 seconds. Well, that's it. That's all I got for shooting. I was contemplating charging them. But if I roll too high, I have to go base people, which means Storm Guardians come and fight me. Not even going to try and risk it. I'm going to get my 3 points for behind enemy lines, and I killed 2 units. At the end of the fight phase, Archon Scari and friends are just going to re-embark in this Venom and be very, very nice and safe inside their Venom. Bloop. And they're going to hide, ready to go fight fire dragons or whatever. But that's the end of my turn. That's not bad. I'm glad I got rid of Lycus, but you still have plenty of hitting power in your list as well.
You'll
take it.
Remember for that.
So you still have Bring It Down. I will get 4 points for no prisoners and 3 points for behind enemy lines, bringing me up to 7 on the primary. However, one of the big parts of this is you have successfully completed a terraform. So that is now terraformed for you, which makes me very sad. That's going to give you 2 points for the rest of the game. So that's 8 points just for existing.
Yay.
That's fantastic. With that, we're going to go to battle round number 2, where I get a command point and you get 2, so you're up to 4 now.
Yeah. I got Sabotage. So one of my units has to be wholly out of my deployment zone and sabotage a piece of terrain. So another terraform, basically.
Turn 2, Sabotage and Bring It Down, still in your hand. You do have a Venom, easily to get. Of course, the lone up on the Void Weaver makes it a little harder for you to get access to it. But we'll see what you do. We've got 4 tokens again. You've got your Swooping Hawks coming in. You've got your plane to arrive as well.
Yep.
Plenty of stuff to do some damage. And in my back pocket, I do have a Rapid Ingress if I wanted to do something with that, or an Overwatch, or along those lines. With that though, let's take a look at what you got. We are back after the movement phase. This was an interesting movement phase. I feel, Stefan, you thought a lot about this movement phase.
I did. Trying to, what I could draw a line of sight and not put in just absolute death in the
You're
next
in a
turn.
dilemma because if you overcommit, I murder you.
Yeah.
Same as me. If I overcommit, you murder me.
Just staying as far away as we can, but still get pot shots on. I mean, look what happened to the spiders in Lycus. They went in.
Then they died.
They died.
You did get 10 primary points because you did hold that objective and that objective, and 2 points for Terraform. You decided to keep JainZar relatively safe, just kind of put her in the middle, ready to yeet somewhere, depending on what you need. You decided to move your Shining Spears to terraform this objective and hold it. Eldrad and friends have kind of moved up to get the D-Cannon into range of more things. The Storm Guardians used a battle focus token to move an extra 2 inches to just go and try and annihilate these mandrakes.
Yep.
This Wave Serpent moved up. You know, they got out. They have a nice line of sight to the big brick of grotesques. Yeah, so you're just going to start peppering away at them. And you've got your Crimson Hunter, who's over here, who, because of the aircraft rules, can see my little Venom. So the way aircraft work, everyone, is it's true line of sight. So if you can see anything, doesn't matter if they're supposed to block line of sight, true line of sight, which makes aircraft incredibly strong, but they tend to be pricey for what you get. So you basically sink 200 points into a flyer, and then all of a sudden it might just explode and die very quickly. But you can see Archon Scari's Venom. The Falcon did move up after dislodging these Fire Dragons who were holding that back objective, and you've basically started to pressure, but not a lot of pressure, enough to just make it annoying for the Drukhari. And with that, shooting phase! Let's go, murder! Apparently, Eldrad foresees that Archon Scari's existence is so important that he brought an Autarch, he brought JainZar, he brought Lycus. Just everything coalesced in this outpost in the middle of nowhere on some moon.
I wonder what humans are watching this.
Who knows what they're doing here that's so important, but this moon in this unknown part of the galaxy, I don't know, curious. What do you think would bring Eldrad, JainZar, Lycus, a Archon Scari himself, Urien Rakarth, Drahzar, and Lelith Hesperax all to come to a moon and start beating the absolute snot out of each other? I know. I'm curious. I'll be reading the comments, so let me know down below. So the Fire Dragons are going to shoot into the Venom. Wanted to give Stefan a big shout out. That Exarch is equipped with a Dragon Breath Flamer, because that is what you see is what you get, folks. If you modeled it that way, you use it. And you get mad respect from me for that, sir. Okay, so with that, 4 fusion guns. On 4s because of stealth. And are you going to give them... Well, they reroll hits and wounds, so the Exarchy thing doesn't matter. You still have a little shrine token you could use on them to flip 1 to a 6 if you needed.
Yeah, so...
4s to hit. Rerolling everything. So 2 hits so far. That's all hits.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
2s?
2s to wound, strength 12. Or no, it's for 3s to wound, right? strength.
Strength 9.
Yeah, so 3 is to wound. So 3 rerolls, 1 save so far. Yeah, that's 3. Do you want to flip that to a 6?
No.
Okay. Here I am giggling. 6s. Oh, joke's on you. 2d6 damage. I only have 5 wounds left on this poor little guy. Oh, you can reroll damage though. You want to reroll 1? Oh, you're going to reroll both. No, don't do it. Yeah, it's dead. Does it explode? No. And Archon Skari has to get out. How many get out? Oh, sorry, I forgot to say. I rapid ingressed my Death Jester. Ha! He's within 3 of this objective. And he's alone up, so he cannot be shot. Ha! Sneaky little Harlequin with his Webway Walker deep struck in, helping me get some primary points to offset your terraform. Oh, I need 6 dice here. So 1 is going to go down. And so 1 dies in Skari's unit. Okay, so I'm going to put down, like, they're going to go here. If you decide to charge me, I guess. Oh, no, I've got enough distance here that you can kind of charge me and shoot me and stuff. But I want to make it a little tougher for you. I killed the Splinter Cannon. Just want that Wave Serpent not to see me. So they're just going to, have to be outside of an inch of this thing. Come on, Skari, what you doing, bro? And if you want to bring those guys all the way in, that'll be really tough to then keep them alive, or you just don't terraform, or get, whatever. So I'm okay with this. However, you could potentially bring in the Fire Dragons, but then you leave that objective. Or you could tank shock me, but then that costs you double CP. So I don't know, we'll see.
Oh yes, 5.
Oh, yeah, well, that's that. But they're battle shocked, nothing they can do about that. And the Fire Dragons get themselves a kill. Well done. So that is going to start sabotaging this objective, this piece of terrain over here. Nice.
They're terraforming.
You are going to terraform. You're not even going to contemplate potentially charging Skari.
No.
I love how you're just so just definite answers there. No, I don't want to fight Skari. Skari can go jump in a lake.
Oh no, I want to fight Skari.
Just on your terms?
Yeah.
No.
No. I'm going to take advantage while I can get more points right now. Thanks.
I love it. Okay, what other shooting do we have?
Well, he's got nothing to shoot at anymore.
He does. He can see Urien Rakgarth. He can see these guys. He can see like a bunch of stuff. He sees mandrakes. He can do a whole bunch of things.
Okay.
Well, I believe you want to shoot with some Dark Reapers here.
I want to shoot with some Dark Reapers.
Look at that. You've got a nice bead into my big brick of grotesques. Nice. Are you using any stratagems on them?
Yes, I'm going to use Preternatural Precision and the Storm.
Okay, so that will give you ignore.
Preternatural Precision and Warrior Focus.
Nice. So sorry, you don't need Warrior Focus because that doesn't matter. However, you're going to use Preternatural Precision and you're going to pick. Are you going to get rid of a Shrine token?
Yeah, I'll burn the Shrine token.
It's 2. They have 2, so they still have 1 left after that. So you're going to burn one of their 2 Shrine tokens to get Sustained and Lethals, because Ignore Cover does not make sense.
Well, so they ignore cover anyway.
Correct, yeah. So Sustained and Lethal with reroll 1s to hit. Amazing. And they're shooting everything at my 6 strong unit of grotesques. All
right, so the 9 Dark Reapers and the Artarch are going to put their Reaper launchers into the big squad. And the Exarch with his Tempest launcher is going to go into Skari and his boys because he's got indirect.
Yep, that makes sense. 10 Starshot shots.
On 3s.
With sustained and lethals. And rerolling 1s to hit. So there's 2 lethals so far. And 2 sustained, which we'll add in. And rerolling 1s. Oh, that's 5 lethals. What? Strength 10, so you're wounding on 2s. No rerolls here. Ouchies. This grotesque unit is feeling a little worse for wear right now.
So strength 10 on toughness.
5. 2s to wound. 2s. Okay, so that's 1 goes out. That's going to be 9 more. That's 19 saves. No, not 19 saves. 14 saves. Yeah, sorry, reroll 1s as well because the Autarch has his special thingy. That's almost okay. So that's 15 in total. Ugh. Well, fine. Fine, be that way. I didn't want to have friends. I didn't want to be friends anyway. 6s! Oh, not bad. Okay, so only that many. Gross. So just so everybody understands how wound allocation and stuff works, this is how many unsaved wound I have. each one of them is 3 damage. Now, because my grotesques are 4 wounds each one of them is going to soak up 2 of them, which happens to be 6 damage. They have a feel no pain though, so that's going to make it very awkward. So yes, you kind of have to slow roll this, but it does mean that I get an opportunity to potentially save more of them as they go. So I'm going to allocate them to this guy first, and then this guy, and then this guy, then this guy, and then like finally this guy, and lastly this one, because then if he lives, he's like safe behind a wall, so like nobody else can really shoot him. And 5s. Feel no pains! Did Urien? No, so Urien did not make that guy good. Blah, he dies. Dead. Then we grab another 2. Second one on 5s. I need to pass a couple of these, you know. So even though he passed 2, another one goes down. Third one. He's also gonna go down. Fourth one. Yeah, there we go. 3. He lives with 1. Very, very nice. So he's gonna... One more. And he finally does die. So that's 4 dead. Come on. 5 ups. Yay! I'm gonna have 1 left.
Nice job.
I needed that to happen. Okay, so he lives with 1 wound. That means he soaks up 3 more and then dies. And then the last guy takes 3 wounds. But you can't kill him with 3. He only takes 2, so I have 1 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 2 wounds. He takes 2 wounds. Yeah, 2 wounds remaining. Good job, little guy. And I'm dead.
2D shish.
2D shish.
2D shots from the XR.
Oh no! No, get out of here.
12.
Well. 13 shots with the Reaper launcher. Gross.
Rerolling 1s to wound.
And hit.
That
4s to hit though, with lethal and sustained. Ugh, so dumb. Okay, so 1 lethal, 1 sustained. Okay.
That will be
And 1 reroll. Reroll to hit. That's a hit. Rolling to wound. Strength 4, I think.
Yeah.
So 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s to wound. So that would be 3, including the lethal. So 4s goes to 4s. So 1 more goes down. And I will be killing the Shredder, because you do have a couple of tanks I need to try to kill. You know what? Very few things can survive that shot from the Dark Reapers, and I'm glad it was my big brick of grotesques. I just finished painting a last grotesque, so I could run 12 of them, and I'm just having a ton of fun trying it out. And no Scourge, though, makes me sad, because I can't, like, do the shenanigans I'm used to doing to blow up all your tanks. So I have to play a little differently. Okay, what else do you have to shoot? You still have tons of stuff.
lots of stuff to shoot. Okay, so the Falcon.
Yep.
We're going to put the Pulse Laser
Yep.
into them.
How dare you?
How dare I? The Shuriken Catapults are going into Scaries.
Yep. Once again, WYSIWYG, you see, that's a catapult.
Yeah.
Mad props for that.
And the Scatter Laser. I was going to put that into Scary's unit as well.
You really want to kill that grotesque, don't you?
I am tempted to put it into that grotesque just to see if I can.
Urien does heal grotesques and Kronos 3 wounds at the end of my movement phase.
Yeah, okay, so the Scatter Laser is going into the grotesque.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, so Pulse Laser into the Void Weaver. That is stealth, finally. Makes me so happy. Hitting on 4s.
So, Pulse Laser hitting on 4s.
3 shots for the Pulse Laser. 2 hits. Nicely
hits.
done. T6, so 3s to wound. Ooh, what's
2
the damage
wounds.
on these?
D6.
Ooh,
Negative
nasty.
2.
4 up invols. 1 goes through. How much damage?
Not enough to kill it.
6 wounds.
Well,
You never know. 4. I have 2 wounds remaining. Okay, nice. Still alive with 2 wounds remaining. Good job, little Void Weaver.
Okay. Twin Link Shuriken Catapult into Scary.
Yep. 2 little shots. 1 hit. And 3s twin linked. Twin linked. 1. AP1. So I'll put it on the little guy. The Blaster. Yeah, the Blaster's in the back who has cover. Yeah, he's fine. The Scatter Laser shooting at the final grotesque from that unit.
Okay, so
Will it survive?
Let's see some 6s for some sustained hits.
Nice.
That's what we want.
Yeah, yes, that's right. They gave sustain to
2.
the scatters. So that's 6 hits in total. 5s to wound. Oh, not 5s to wound, 3s to wound. Their strength 6. 6 saves. Oh no. 6. Come on, my pretty. I created you to be amazing, says Urien Rakarth. 6s. Nope. All 5s. You watched me roll 6 5-up feel no pains?
You can do it.
Today's the first day! So close.
3.
You did kill it though. 50-50. No! Dead. The big unit is no more. So then we're gonna go ahead and do the Crimson Hunter. 2 Bright Lances 36 inches into Urien Rakarth, because yes, you can see him because you're a plane. And then a 48-inch Pulse Laser all the way into this Venom. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You're gonna use
Warrior Focus.
1
to
CP.
Take off your stealth.
How
So
dare
it can
you.
Hit, and then we'll be re-rolling ones to hit.
Okay. So what are you starting with?
We'll do the 2 Bright Lances.
Into Urien Rakarth himself. 3s rerolling 1s. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Very nice. 2s, because he's only strength toughness 4. Okay,
all I
4 up
needed.
invulnerable save for Urien. Nope, he takes d6 plus 2 damage, because he's, that dice went all over the place. 6 damage into Urien Rakarth. 4 plus feel no pains with 5 wounds. He takes 4, he has 1 left. He has 1 left on his first life. Pulse Laser, 2 shots, hitting on 3s, rolling 1s.
Pulse Laser.
3 shots, my apologies. And do you still get like +1 to hit against stuff that flies or whatever?
Yes.
You
Add 1 to the
can
hit roll and
add 1 to wound. So you're actually hitting on 2s. Because I fly. Uh-oh. And you're rerolling 1s. Uh-oh. He's a anti-venom murderer, is what he is.
Sorry.
3s to wound. +1, 2s to wound. So that's 3. What's the EP on these?
-2.
Okay, so 3s goes to 5. So at least I get a 5 up here. Come on, little Venom! No! It's gonna take 3d6 damage. And you kill it. Does it explode? No! And Lelith is popped out of her ride. Let's
Well, that
see
worked well.
how many go. Yeah, that worked fantastically. 1 witch will die. So Lelith is now battle shocked in the back. I decided to leave her back there just for later in the game. You know, don't have to overcommit her yet. You still have a couple more shootings to do. We got a Wave Serpent, we got the Guardian Defenders, we have the Storm Guardians. It's like the elves decide to really hit home at this point in time. Very nicely done. So we have this Wave Serpent shooting at the Mandrakes. They are stealth.
Okay. So, the twin linked. Oh, they don't have a twin link. The twin link missile launcher.
That's right. Frag rockets, D6 blast. 6 shots. 4s to hit the little mandrakes who are stealthy. Ooh, very nice. 3s to wound. 1 wound, 5 up. Nope, 1 mandrake goes down. No. And then the cannon. 3 shots with lethal hits. Ooh, 3 miss. 2 flamers from the Storm Guardians. Oh, I got off lightly. Nice. Unless you want to use a CP, but that's...
No.
No, are you
I'm
sure? Is that your final answer? 2
Yeah.
wound rolls? I'm just being a dark elf over here. 1, 5 up. No, he does burn. Shadows die by flame.
2
Fusion guns. 4s. Ooh, very nice.
Sure, those go.
2s to wound. Of course they do. They want to melt me. 5s. 1 only dies. Nice. Good job. And then a bunch of pistols.
Oh, 4.
4s to hit with stealth. Yay!
Ew.
Good job. Now all I need is for you to fail a charge roll and to be alive.
And you're good to go.
Oh, but you still have guardians. Oh, that's not going to happen. Well, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has a catapult. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 catapults into the mandrakes, as well as potentially Eldrad's power, if he has anything fun. And Bright Lance is just in range of that Kronos over there in the corner. So a Bright Lance there, and then the D cannon. Where's that D cannon going? He has options, so he's not sure. In the Scari's unit, well, if anything, that's consistent with Vengeance.
Oh, wait
Ooh.
a minute. Oh no, is he?
He's not low enough.
Him.
He does come back to life once per game, but you could try and force that for
Yeah,
sure. So into Urien, who's almost dead. Nice.
Mind War.
Okay, so
4s?
4s to hit with them. Oh no. Look at that. Look at that many. Oh, that's so many hits. 3s to wound my poor little mandrakes. 8 saves. They're dead. You got them. Mandrakes sacrifice themselves for 3 points. Good job, mandrakes. Yeah. We go from that side of the table all the way to this Bright Lance, taking a pot shot at this Kronos. Just happens to be in line of sight and just in range. It hits.
Oh, it hits.
Nicely done. 3s to wound. Ooh,
No.
does not wound.
D-cannon.
D-cannon time. Now firing just right over the edge into Skari.
No.
And sorry. I apologize. Apparently I want Skari to die. You know, that says something about my political stuff in the Dark City. I'm like, yes, Skari death, yes. Into Urien, D3 shots. 2 shots. 4s to hit with the D-cannon. 1 hit. 2s to wound, because it's super strong. 1, 4 up, invul save. Ha! Yay!
Oh, he makes it.
And he knocks over the Death Jester. Well, that was a shooting phase and a half. That took a long time. I lost 2 Venoms, a whole unit of Grotesques, a whole unit of Mandrakes. That's 4 units. That's not bad for an elf turn, and it keeps you in the fight for sure, considering you only lost Lycus last turn. So my next turn is going to be massive when it comes to trying to turn the tide here. We do have a charge phase though.
We do?
Are you doing any charging? I do not have a fallback in charge stratagem, if that changes your mind about anything. The Falcon is just charging Skari, just trying to keep him tied up. So he's gonna go 7. Boop. Well. So you are gonna spend both of your CP on a tank shock there. Okay, well that's a 9. So 9 dice on 5s to try and kill Archon Skari's retinue, which would actually be really good here. To try and get another kill 5 things from the elves. And by elves, I mean Drukhari. 5s. Ah, that is... Oh.
Wow, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my goodness gracious. That's a full 6 mortal wounds. That'll kill the whole squad. And put 3 wounds on Skari. He has 1 wound left. Oh, that was a max tank shock.
Nice.
Wild. Skari's feeling a little worse for wear there. He did not like that at all. That was the most terrifying Falcon ever. And now we fight. So your hull attacks me. Rawr.
Some Wraithbone Hull damage.
That's right. Hitting on 4s, I believe.
I got 1 hit.
Nice. Strength 6, wounding on 3s. I believe it's strength 6. Wounding on 2s.
4.
Okay. He activates his Shadow Field to try save. 2 up. Yes, good. Nicely done. Okay, then he gets to fight back. Archon Skari with his 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, I mean. Wounding on 6s, because he's only strength 3. Nothing. I'm very happy he didn't die, though. And now, end of the fight phase, you spend for free the Autarch, and he's going to say, hey, Dark Reapers, hop back into this Wave Serpent, where we get to be safe from the evil elves. And there you have it, turn number 2 for the elves. What a great turn. Venom dead because of an aircraft. Venom dead. All the Grotesques, the whole unit of Cabalites that was with Skari, and a whole unit of Mandrakes that had overexposed themselves. Interesting. So as we go into
And down to 1 wound.
And down to 1 wound on Urien, so that'll force a battle shock test as well as we go into Drukhari turn number 2. You started your sabotage, you did get 2 bring it down, so that'd be 4 points for bring it down, bring you up to 9 points on secondaries. As we go up, I get 1 CP, you get 1 CP as we move into the next turn. Sabotage, very similar to what the elves have decided to do, and assassinate. Okay. So I really have to try to take out the leadership. It's going to be hard to get to JainZar. It's going to be hard to get to the Autarch, and then Eldrad's in the middle of a giant unit of Guardians. So maybe not as easy as it might seem at first glance. However, it is what it is. Let's dive into the turn. Now I don't get a I don't get a terraform, but I do have 1, 2, 3 objectives thanks to my sneaky rapid ingress. So I'll go up to 12 on primary. And then I'm going to go do my movement phase. I do owe you a couple of battle shock tests, however. So Urien Rakarth, my leadership's roll 6 here, so he's fine. Archon Skari himself, he's fine. And then the Void Weaver as well is battle shocked, but not really going to be using strats on it, so should be fine. I'm wondering what I can do here. We've got tons of stuff as we dive in to my turn that I need to try and get done, but you've done a great job of not overextending, which would have been the worst thing you could have done. But I do have some tricks up my sleeve, as I am still an elf like yourself. The Dark Eldar trying to make something happen here. Lelith Hesprak's going to stay nice and safe behind this wall. She's going to be coming out if anything gets too close to these objectives over here. I did advance this Kronos to get around the side. The Death Jester did move back a little bit. In my command phase, I did spend one of my 4 pain tokens to flip the Reaper's Wager from Drukhari winning to Harlequin's winning to give all my Drukhari reroll 1s to hit and reroll 1s to wound until something dies. So that's going to be really useful to help my damage output, which would be good. Urien just moved up onto this objective. They advanced up to just get onto that objective in the middle. No, they didn't advance. They moved up. They were like 7 inches. Then we have the Grotesques that just moved over into the open, ready to potentially charge some things. These Grotesques moved up. Drahzar has moved up as well, out of his Venom. His Venom moved up to try pick him up later. The Cabalites have moved up, screening out my backfield. That Void Weaver moved back to try and stay alive next turn. And ideally, I wanted to kill those Fire Dragons, that Falcon, maybe do some damage to this Wave Serpent because it's doing Sabotage. So if I can stop the scoring, that would be great. I'm going to probably get rid of Assassinate as well. So we'll see what happens with that. So we might do a Sabotage here. We'll see, depending on what happens. But Assassinate's very, very unlikely unless I blow this up, charge in with the Grotesques, and they kill all the Banshees, and then JainZar, which isn't really going to happen. Okay, so let's go into the shooting phase. You decided not to bring in your Swooping Hawks.
No.
Because you have 1 CP and you want to hold on to that 1 CP. And yeah, let's see what the Drukhari can do. Don't actually need any pain tokens, which is funny to say. So let's go ahead and do some shooting. We're going to start with 3 Grotesques into the Fire Dragons. 3d6 Flamers. Nice. 11. They don't ignore flames. That's an old Avatar rule. Or is it still an Avatar rule?
No, he just got molten.
On 3s. So that would be 10, 9, 8 saves, please. AP1. I kill 4 of them, or put 1 or 2 on the Exarch and 2 guys.
And then 4.
You're gonna put a wound on the Exarch?
Yeah.
Okay. You are gonna token them to try and get them out of dodge there.
Run!
That's 1, so you have 2 left after that, but this is the only one you can do it on other than Guardians, right? Or Guardian Defenders.
Yeah.
Okay. And they go 4 inches. Just trying to create some distance there between the Grotesques and themselves. There they go. Nice. So keeping the Exarch, but he's wounded, so he's the first one to die if I keep on shooting them. Just make note of that. So now we're going to go ahead and do the 5 Cabalite Warriors, just shooting at the same unit. On 3s. Row. And on 3s. 7 armor saves, please. 3s because they're anti-infantry 3+. I know some folks don't like people saying 3s because they don't understand where it comes from. There's anti-infantry 3+ and 3s, and that is a dead unit. You only have 1 CP, so you cannot reroll it with Archon Skari there. Oh, and I had reroll 1s to hit and wound. Wah, wah, wah. Doesn't matter, guess what?
They're dead.
I totally forgot that I was losing the wager, but now they killed something. I'm winning the wager.
Nothing
Hooray!
changed.
There you go. Good job. Now the Drukhari winning the wager, and I get a pain token for that. And I stop you from scoring some primary points, which is important. I'm going to go ahead and do the 3 Flamers. They're just going to shoot into this Wave Serpent. You're -1 to wound if I'm high strength, right? Is that right? Because of your super shield thing.
Yeah, subtract 1 to the...
So 4d6 Flamer hits. Do I really want to do that? I don't think so. I'm actually going to do 2 into the bikes, 1 into the tank. So into the bikes, 2d6 hits. Okay, on force. Nah, 1 save, AP1, but it does not ignore cover. So it goes back to your, I believe, 3s on a bike, or is it 4s?
3.
3s on them, they're a little more armored on their bikes. And
No.
1 guy takes a wound. Who's going to take it? Who's going to take it? Okay, there you go. And then 1 into the, 4 into the Wave Serpent. That's on 6s though. Nothing. Urien Rakarth is going to go ahead and use his once per game Flamer. I'm just going to shoot it at the Wave Serpent. 3d6 Flamer hits. Ooh, 12. Okay, 6s to do dev wounds. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. Come on, like 6 6s. 2. So he's down to 11 wounds remaining. So this Venom is going to go ahead and shoot into this tank over here. I don't have any rerolls here, but you're at, what, 11 wounds? Okay, come on, Venom. 3s, and then needing 6s with his poison weapons. Nope, nothing. So now we're going to go ahead and do the Void Weaver. He's going to go and shoot at this over here. I do have 1 CP, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give it sustained hits with 1 CP. So we're going to go ahead and do the Splinter Cannon. So lethals, or 2 Splinter Cannons. Lethals and sustains, rerolling once to hit, rerolling once to wound. So, oh, well, they hit a few times. No, none of my special stings. No, and then 5s to wound with reroll 1s. Oh,
2. There you
nice. 2 at AP1, but you're in cover. And, oh, 2 damage will go through there. Down to 9. Perfect. That's exactly what I need. Let's go Haywire Cannon. Okay, you ready? Haywire Cannon, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, 6s are sustained. Oh, that's 3 hits. Okay, nice. Now I need all of them to be 4s. Rerolling 1s to wound with Haywire. Just 3 damage. Boo! Down to 6 wounds remaining, which will cause battle shock tests. Then we're going to go ahead and do the pistol into the Falcon from the Skari. He hits, needs a 5 to wound. No wounds there. Yep, so he's going to go into here, do some sabotage on there. This unit of Rax is going to start terraforming over here to force you to commit something to try kill them.
Okay.
And we're going to go into the charge phase. And here we are into the charge phase. I'm going to give this grotesque unit a pain token that allows them to get reroll charges. They are going to attempt to charge the Shining Spears. It is a 7 to try get in, hence the reroll. Okay, do they get in? Oh, not with a 5. Hence the pain token. No, they're going to sit there and you're going to successfully terraform. That is not good. Well, they're going to go back to the lab and get deconstructed. Over here, we do have this unit of Grotesque charging into that Falcon. They go 9. Where was that? Where was that when I needed it? So they're going to go around this way because these are less than 2 inches in height. At least that's how we play them on GW-style terrain sets. Drahzar is going to try jump in as well. On a 5, he's within 6, so he will make it. And that's it, they make it in. Yes. Oh, this irks me, but it's okay. They're just gonna die to a bunch of shots again. Like, it's not even funny. And you're gonna get another terraform. Ah, that's so sad. So sad, that's okay. Let's go ahead and do some battle shock tests from the Incubi on the Falcon, please and thank you. As that's the first thing they do. Oh. And that's a 2 and a, that's a cocked. So roll it again. 7, so you are fine. Right, and then we'll do some fighting. Draz is just gonna go like this. And they're gonna fight you. I'm gonna give Drahzar a pain token for his unit. As I was using his 3 damage attacks, hitting on 2s with rerolls. Nice, all hit. And then he needs strength 6, so 5s goes to 4s with +1 to wound and dev wound. So 6 damage, dev wounds. It dies.
It dies.
Does it explode?
Please explode.
Good old Drahzar, the Master of Blades. Thank goodness, keeping Archon Skari alive. Very, very good.
That would have been so good.
It would have been, it wouldn't have been good. What are you talking about?
Good for me.
No, it would, yeah, no. Just for you, though. And blah, there's lots of pointy bits. So taking the Falcon away. At the end of the fight phase, of course, Drahzar and friends are going to hop back into this Venom. Because that's what Venoms do. I do get to activate them. They can't pile in, but they can indeed consolidate. And they have to try to get close to this objective over here. because they can't get within scoring range. So I'm going to get them within scoring range, and then they're all just going to tighten up a little bit, just to make sure you have to kill them or put something there. If not, I'm going to score some more primary.
You're going to score a lot of stuff that I need to deal with.
The whole point is I'm trying to force you to commit more to the fight that you've had to commit. I was really hoping to stop that terraform, but that does mean you are successfully going to terraform that second objective. Oh, that's so annoying. So that is going to give you a lot of points. However, let's go to the scoreboard. Here we are at the scoreboard. I am currently sabotaging with my Death Jester. I am going to discard Assassination to just gain a CP because I need the CP. And with that, end of the turn, we're going to be going into battle round number 3 now, where I will get a CP, you will get 2 CP, and you're going to get some points. Oh, you successfully sabotaged with the Wave Serpent because I was unable to stop that. That'll give you 3 more points, bringing you up to 12. Oof, what a nice...
12 with the Assassination last.
No, 5 and 4 is 9.
Okay.
3, 12.
Okay, secure no man's land and engage on all fronts. I'm going to keep both of them, that's for sure.
And there you have it. You've got some good cards. Engage on fronts, secure no man's land. You do get 2 terraforms now. That's just 4 points. 4 points you don't have to do anything for. And then you have 8 points for 2. So you go 12 points just for that. 22 points, you're already halfway through your primary scoring without actually having to do much. No, I really, really need to stop that terraform. That would have been a 6-point swing there. And you didn't have enough CP to heroically intervene, which would have been perfect. However, not going to happen. However, the elves have tricks up their sleeves. And let's go into the third turn movement phase. We'll be right back after you're done that. End of the movement phase. You did quite a lot of stuff.
I did. I got all up in your grill.
You definitely did. You flew your Crimson Hunter Exarch up. They just moved up, ready to shoot Scary, charge Grotesques. You've got JainZar just advanced 14 inches all the way down here, denying Overwatch, so I couldn't use Flamers to try and take a few down.
This used taken them all down.
Star Engines rolled like 20 inches of movement, so moved to 18. Had enough movement to move up, across, and down, even with this building in the way. Oh man, they're so fast. Then you decide to move the Wave Serpent up. You're getting aggressive with them. Eldrad's in the middle, getting aggressive as well. The Swooping Hawks drop down, ready to shoot things over here. And then your Storm Guardians used another Battle Focus token to get up after an advance as well. However, the Drukhari have responded in kind, rapid ingressing. The Hellion's right in your corner because it's turn 3, which means they're now going to be threatening your home objective, and the Dark Reapers are, of course, going to be safely in the Wave Serpent, but they cannot respond to the emerging threat that the Drukhari. Maybe they just pulled you into the middle of the table for a trap. It's a trap. So where would you like to start? I guess you have Doom as well, which might happen right now.
Doom, Mind War, all that shenanigans, but yeah, 18 inches of what I can see. The only thing I can see is
the Grotesques.
The Grotesques.
They're being doomed.
They are being doomed.
Doomed!
Okay, so starting with the Guardian Squad.
Oh wait, Luca!
I just wanted to watch the game, okay? Man.
Now you're in this video too.
Hello, everyone.
If I start rolling worse, I'm blaming you.
Oh, you can stay here as long as you want to, Luca.
Ups and downs. There's been some ups and
So
downs.
this giant squad of Dark Reapers that popped out of a Wave Serpent?
Yes.
Or not a Wave Serpent, but
It is a Wave Serpent.
Oh, it is a Wave Serpent.
Yes.
All right, cool. Well,
It's got the little finny things. That
Oh,
makes it-
true.
Falcons don't have it. It's over there, blown up.
I don't know much about all their stuff. I think actually Scary educated me on that, and I just...
Back to shooting.
So, Bright Lance is going into the...
Kronos?
Yes, the big thing back there.
Nice.
All the Shuriken Catapults are going into your Grotesque.
Yep.
As well as Eldrad's Mind War, because it's the only thing you can see. And the D Cannon should go into, I think, Archon Scary.
Okay, you're just hoping for that that devastating wound to just make sure he's very dead.
Or should I put him into Drahzar?
the Venom. That's up to you. You decide to go against the Venom. So Bright Lance into Kronos. Hitting on 3s. Hits. Nice. Wounding on 3s. Nope.
No.
Does not wound.
Into the grotesques. So
Mind Warp.
it hits.
Nice. Need strength 5s, we need 4s, but +1 to wound thanks to Doom. Ooh. Is it devastating?
No, it's just precision and psychic.
So 6 up invul. Yay!
Oh,
they don't have brains.
really?
They don't have brains.
No brains.
They have 0 brains. Mind War does not work here.
That's all that. Hitting on 3s.
22 shots. Nice. 5s goes to 4s
Yeah.
with Doom. Nice. They're AP1, so that'll basically negate my cover. 6 ups, which is invols anyway. Ooh, and then 5 up, feel no pains. Ooh, they're gonna kill 1 and put 1 down to 1 wound remaining. Well done. The 1 dead, 1 down to 1 wound remaining. I lost the D cannon, so D3 shots. Now the Bright Lance can see the venom, so you don't
Bright
suffer
Lance shot in it. Oh.
but it can see the venom, so it doesn't suffer the penalty.
Indirect.
But it is stealth, so you're still hitting on 4s regardless. So
let's
how many shots? 1 shot. Hitting on 4s. Does not hit. My venom just saw like a little warp rift open nearby. Ah!
Spun there
Oh
and disappeared.
no! Scary.
Okay. Yeah, Storm Guardians into these grotesques.
Very cool.
So let's.
Storm Guardian shooting into the grotesques over here. They can all see, so they'll all be able to shoot. So Flamers first. 9 hits. Very nice. Hitting on 3s. Oh, wounding on 5s. These are Flamers. Ooh, 3. 6 up invols. And 5 of fatal pain. 1 damage. One of them is now down to 3 wounds remaining. 6 pistols. 5 to wound. Ooh, 2. 6 up invols. And 5 of fatal pains. 1 more damage. And then the fusion guns. 2 hits. 3s to wound. 2. 6 up invul saves. 2 go through. First one, d6 damage. Does 4. 5 of fatal pains. Ooh, just dies. Second one does 6 damage. Will that one survive? It takes 3, lives with 1.
Oh.
Nice. I love how durable these are. They're just so cool.
2 fusion blasters.
Blam! Okay, well that was good. I'm glad I lived with a few of those. That one especially, that's important. I really want those to stay alive. Now you get to shoot some more.
Get to shoot some more.
I like it.
So the
Is going to go into.
the grotesques that are doomed.
I like it.
So
Cannon.
Shuriken Cannon first.
Ooh, 2 lethals, very nice. And wounding on 2s thanks to the Doom. That's 3. 6s? Nope, 2 damage each. The guy that's wounded, dead. And the guy that's not wounded, lives with 2. Feel no pains, really kind of helping keeping them alive from all the shooting, which is quite nice. But
Extremely well.
it's very good into the amount of damage you're doing. And now the big missile launcher. 1 shot. Here's Twin Link though. Hits on 3s. And wounds on 2s. With Twin Linked. 1. Do I save on a 6? No. D6 damage. For 2. I do have a feel no pain. Yeah. Lives with 1. Shoot me with more things. Hooray. Okay, that's, oh, there you go. Boom.
That's okay. That's okay.
Nicely done, Grotesque, nicely done. Well, we're gonna go with the Swooping Hulks, just shooting everything they can into Urien Rakarth, who's on that objective, because that's really the only thing they can shoot.
Yeah.
So we've got 16 shots from the Talons, and I'm assuming you're rerolling 1s to hit.
I am.
Ooh, a couple of lethals already.
And
And some rerolls from being, so most of them hit. 4 lethals though. I'm gonna roll the lethals just to see if we can save all the dice rolling. So he fails 3 saves.
okay.
And dies.
Okay.
Okay, so he goes down, end of the phase, he's gonna have to see if he comes back to life on a 2+. We have the Dark Reapers left, we have the Crimson Hunter left, we have this Wave Serpent left, we have Banshees left, and we have your dudes left. Yeah, those guys. Because I have my Vect aura up, which increases command point usage, and you want to try and negate some of my negative hit modifiers, you're going to do your Shining Spears are all shooting at Archon Skari to try and knock him down. Very nice. So we've got them, it's 6 catapults. Sure. Hitting on 3s, rerolling. 1s. Okay, a couple of rerolls there. 1 reroll. Nice. 3s to wound, twin linked. Oh, very nice. I do have my Shadow Field active. He only has 1 wound remaining. Skari says, alive. Skari says, alive. Skari says, dead. Good. That's it. You got him. No. Dead Skari. There's another assassinate for you. What's next?
So the Crimson Hunter is going to go into
The Venom.
And I'm going to spend a CP
To ignore modifiers.
I can ignore the modifiers.
I like it. Down to 2 CP remaining. 2 Bright Lances on 2s because I also fly. And you're rerolling 1s to hit because you are an aspect, which is hilarious. And then 2s to wound. You get +1 to wound because I fly. Oh no. 2. 6 ups. No, both go through. These are D6 plus 2 each. So it dies. There's nothing I can do about that. Does it explode? No! And then Drahzar gets out. 6 models inside from Drahzar. And they're all fine. Okay, so we've got them out. 3 Dark Reapers can see me. You do have your Tempest launcher. You still have this Wave Serpent, the Dark Reapers, and JainZar's unit to fire.
So the 3 Dark Reapers and the Exarch are going to put their shots into Drahzar and his unit.
Okay, and where are the other ones going? There's a Grotesque. There's a couple of different options.
I'm going to put them into the Calibite Warriors in the back.
Okay. Which gun are you using? The 2-shot one?
Yeah, the 2-shot one
Nice.
for those guys.
3 star shot shots, 3 hits into Drahzar's unit, wounding on 2s, strength 10. Okay, 3 of them. 5 up invul saves. Those were on regular incubi. 1 goes down. But that was a 5 up invul save because they have basically aspect armor. And we got the Tempest launcher with a +1 for blast.
2d6.
That'll be 7 shots. So hit on 3s because you can see me from your Dark Reapers. 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. 1 reroll. Nice. Nope. 3s to wound as well. So this is rerolling 1s because you're Autarch. Nice. 6 saves at AP1. These do not ignore cover. I will definitely be putting it on the Clavex first. 3s. He takes 1. He dies, and then 3 regular guys. They're good on 3 up saves and cover. Just the Clavex goes down. 14 shots into the Calibite Warriors. 3s rerolling 1s. A couple of rerolls. Nice, 13 hits. 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. Nice. So that'd be 3 dead, so 10 saves. 4s goes to 6s thanks to ignore cover. And you kill the entire squad. Blah! Crazy star shot super missiles. Dead. The Banshees are just going to shoot into the racks that they are going to charge. Okay, so we have 5 little pistols. Oh, except for the glaive. I think she loses her pistol with the glaive. But we're going to do JainZar's crazy cool gun.
Silent Death.
Nice.
Hitting on 2s.
Nicely done. 3s to wound. Ooh, that is 5 saves. 6s for invuls, and 4 up feel no pains, because I do have a homunculus in that unit. And I take 4 damage. Okay. 4 of the racks go down from the silent death. 4 pistol shots. Needing rerolling 1s to hit, because they are nice. And then strength 4 on 4s to wound. That's 2 wounds on 6s, followed by 4s. You kill the last rack, but that does give me a pain token. Everything into the last grotesque. Of course, just a 1 wounded grotesque could be very annoying to deal with. So you got the cannon with lethals hitting on 3s. Ooh, 1 lethal and wounding on 2s with twin linked, so 2. Saves? No. 4 damage? No, will go down. You got the Grotesque! Grotesque goes down, and they were doomed, as Eldrad foretold. It's the charge phase.
The charges. Okay, well, JainZar and her ladies are going into that last guy.
Into the homunculus. They do. 4 inches makes it in. End of the charge phase, you will pull down my sticky. No!
And the Shining Spears are going to charge Drahzar and his guys.
Makes sense. 4 inches. They'll make it. Barely.
Barely.
I do need to, before we do that, see if Urien, Rakarth, comes back from the dead. He does! Woo! 2+ full wounds. I'm back. So after you've done this, I am forced, even though it might pull me out of the objective here, forced to try and help Drahzar stay alive by heroically intervening with these Grotesques, and they will go 6 inches. That'll force both of them to fight them, because he can no longer pile in to fight the Incubi. Okay, that's trying to keep Drahzar alive. That's the only reason. So I'm giving up 4 points on primary to try and do that, because I'm going to need Drahzar in the next turn. Wave Serpent is now also going to try charge to try get a potential tank shock in there.
No.
Ooh, rolled a 3, eh? Oh, yeah. Get him. Okay, with that, nothing else that wanted to be done.
You don't have any CP to...
I have 0 CP now to do stuff. So I'm just going to let you kill this. That doesn't matter. Like, that's... Yeah, he's just dead. He has a 6-up invul. He's... JainZar will kill him. If I had a fight on death, that would have been fun. You do owe me a battle shock test on your Shining Spears, however. And that is a...
That is a... 7.
7, you're fine. Exar is going to try go into Drahzar. You're going to use reroll 1s to hit, I presume. Cool. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Nicely done. He has 6 attacks though, right?
No, he's...
2s to wound with a lance. 1. So that's 3.
3. At -3.
Invul saves, goes to 5s. 1 Incubi lives. 2 of them will go down. Nicely done. 6 attacks into the Grotesques. Needing 3s, rerolling 1s. 2s with lance. Okay, that's 5. 6-up invuls on the Grotesques. Ooh, very nice. 3 wounds each, or 3 damage. So the first one, 5-up feel no pains. He dies. And then 6 feel no pains on the other Grotesque. So he takes 3 and lives with 1 wound. Very nicely done. Does this Grotesque fight on death on a 4+? Nope. I had also put a pain token on Drahzar, and that guy as well. Would you like to pile in at all?
Nope.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do the Grotesque first, hitting on 3s with his little claws. Pain token. And he's strength 5, so needing 3s to wound. 2 invulnerable saves, or AP2s. Invuls, 2 damage. I killed the one that was wounded. 3 attacks from the Incubi. Actually, because you didn't want to pile in, I will. I'm going to pile in this way, like this, and base you on that side, like so. Incubi, 3s. Pain token. And strength 4 with +1 to wound, 3s. 1 invulnerable save. These are 2 damage. Who's going to take it first?
The regular guy.
The regular guy. 1 invul save. He dies. To get around the invulnerable save, of course, I'm going to try to do Drahzar's Demi-Claves, but the big attacks. Hitting on 2s, rerolling. And wounding on 2s with dead wounds. 3 damage. And that's just going to kill him, giving me a pain token. And Drahzar is alive. If I wouldn't have done that, he would have been very dead. So JainZar pulls down my terraform and basically is on that objective. You've decided to really get aggressive on me as well. You will get a small engage on all fronts, because that is not wholly in the quarter, and I did kill the big bike guys, but JainZar and friends are definitely in that table quarter. So let's go to the scoreboard. And of course, these guys, end of the 5 phase, they're like, oh, well, we're just gonna go back into our Wave Serpent where we belong. I also successfully complete my sabotage thanks to my Death Jester. So with my sabotage, I will go up to 10 points on secondaries, which is quite nice. You did successfully secure No Man's Land for 5 points, and you got a small engage for 7 points. That's not bad, bringing you up to 19 secondary points. You have 22 elves really getting up. You have 2 CP to my 0. You're in a good commanding position this game. So turn 3, of course, I'm going to get 1 command point. You get 1 command point. Go up to 3, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so my mandrakes did go up in the sky, and I did get to bring it down, so trying to kill some tanks and recover assets. Another secondary based on actions, and I'm running out of units. So I did get 8 points on primary, because I do hold 2 objectives thanks to Urien coming back from the dead. It would have been a nice 12 to keep the primary tied. However, we've got a lot of fighting to do here, and let's see what happens as we go into it. So I've got 1 Wave Serpent that has 6 wounds remaining. We have Banshees, which are all just ready to fight and on an objective. We have Eldrad's giant unit, which is all on an objective as well. We have these guys over here. I need to try and do secondaries. Oh man, what a wild ride this has been. So I do owe you a Battle Shock test on that Solo Grotesque. He's fine. I owe you a Battle Shock test on Drahzar. He's also fine with a 6. And those are my Battle Shock tests. Well, I'm running out of resources, so I'm going to do my best to try and get as many points as I can. Lelith has finally come out to play. She's going to go. He fights first, so I'm sending Urien and Rakarth to try and make it a 2 thing. Another cool thing I can do is charge with the Urien, charge the Wave Serpent, and then pile in, and then fight first with them instead of that. But, you know, with Urien, you'd probably fight them anyway. I've got 5 witches that came out of Strat Reserve to stop the plane from landing, so it's going to fly off the board, so I don't have to worry about shooting the plane at all. Oh, sorry, this needs to go up this way as well. He's going to get some flamers up in your face there. He was hiding back there. The Void Weaver, I also did pass my Battle Shock test. He's going to stay still because I don't want you to overwatch the Void Weaver. Kronos moved up. Death Jester moved up. Helion's moved up. Mandrakes have sort of like sit back here now. They've teleported over here using their uppy downy. And I've got 3 pain tokens. Drahzar is in a position to potentially do some charging, so we'll see what he decides to do as well. Okay, wish me luck. Pain token definitely going on the Hellions, because they have reroll hits and wounds, which is reroll hits and reroll wounds in their shooting. I'm definitely going to give a pain token to Lelith, because I definitely need them to do some damage. You know what? I'm going to give a pain token to this Kronos. So Kronos and Lelith are both within 9. So I'm going to give them 4 ups. I get them back. Nice. Excellent. Finally got into the fight, apparently. It's exciting. So with that, I don't know what I want to shoot with first. Actually, let me just double check this thing here. I don't think I can do that. That's fine. Okay, so we are gonna go be really fast here. So these are gonna start recovering assets. These are gonna start recovering assets. So we're gonna go ahead and do the Flamer on the Grotesque, shooting into Banshees. Actually, no, before we do that, before we even get to that point, the Void Weaver it has to go first. He's gonna shoot everything into this Wave Serpent. So let's do the cannon. 3's rolling 1s, because he's losing the wager. 1 lethal. And then 5's rolling 1s. Ooh, rolling 1s. 2 saves, please. And on 3's, that's going to be 2 damage, down to 5 remaining. Oh, 4 remaining. 4. And now we have the Haywire cannon. Come on, Haywire. Rerolling 1s. All 3 hits. 4's rolling 1s. This is big. This is the competition that the wager's having. 9 damage. Bam. Does it explode? No. But that does give me a pain token. Flips the wager. The Harlequins are now winning the competition, which gives all my Drukhari units reroll 1s to hit and wound, which is exactly what I needed right now. So now we'll go with the Grotesque. D6 hits into 3. So 3's rerolling 1s because of the wager. I'm not going to forget that now. 3 at AP 1. -1, but 2 of your little models are in cover if you want to put it on them.
Okay, so then these are 4 up.
Yep. They're fine, and they have to take another one. 1 goes down. My Kronos is going to go ahead and shoot everything into JainZar's unit. So I have the butt gun, D6 plus 1 blast, so that's 2 shots. Hitting on 3's, but with a pain token. Wounding on 3's rolling 1s. So 1 at AP 1, ignore cover. Has to continue going on that one there. because you did put them on both those. So 1 goes down. And then the Flamer. D6 hits from the Flamer. Oh, nice. Winning on 3s, rolling 1s thanks to the Reaper's Wager. So that'd be 5 at AP1, ignore cover. Exarch will go last, the 1 damage each. You can do 4 at a time, because there's JainZar has a different save. Or I guess it might be the same. That kills the squad, and then JainZar has to take a save at only AP1, so she gets her 3 up, because she is a Phoenix Lord. Nice. Still not taking the bait. However, I did kill something, so I get a pain token, and the wager flips once again. We can't let the Harlequins win too hard here. All right, the entire unit of Hellions is going to shoot all 20 of its shots into the Swooping Hawks. What? You use 2 CP for what?
Rapid outgress. Run away!
Flee! I'm going to use Mist of Deimos. Wait, that's a great nice threat. I don't care.
Portal, out!
Portal, go away. Okay, so 3s to hit. They do have a pain token. So they get to reroll all their hit rolls. And 3s. Ooh, 18 hits. Very nice, very nice. And 3s to wound. With twin linked. 3s to wound because they're anti-infantry 3. And 3s. So I did 15 wounds to you on 4s.
14!
15. 15 4-up saves. So I failed with 5 of them. 15 4-ups. Will the Swooping Hawks survive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No.
Dead. That's a pain token, and I'm still winning the wager. Dark Eldar definitely don't play fair. I'm going to use my 1 command point, and Lilith's unit is going to grenade JainZar. 6 dice on 4s to do mortals. You only have 5 wounds. They could just do it. They do 2 damage to JainZar. Well, fine, whatever. And then they're going to shoot their pistols at you. So I got a blast pistol. Hits and wounds on 2s. 1 invulnerable save. 4 up. No, it's going to be D3 damage.
Uh-oh. You're going to have to spend a CP to try and...
Reroll it. Okay. Oh,
no!
Go, little blast pistol. Kill her. 2 wounds. Down to 1 remaining. And I have 3 little splinter pistols. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s because anti-infantry. No. She's got 1 wound left. I'm going to recover assets with my Death Jester. He's going to have some fun recovering assets. Nothing too crazy. And I think we're going to go ahead and do some charges. So I'm going to do some pain tokens so I can't, or try not to fail some charges over here. I think that would be very good. I'm putting a pain token on a variety of different things. Actually, this guy doesn't need a pain token. I need a pain token over here. So I'm going to keep 2 pain tokens in my pocket so far. One of them is in range of the Kronos. Do I get it back? I do not, which is fine. Drahzar, Lelith, and the Hellions can all re-roll charge rolls here. So let's begin with Lelith. Actually, we'll try do the Homunculus Urien. He's just going to go over here, which then allows some space for Lelith to try jump in. 6. They shot the pistol that was within 6. So, whoop, she's just going to go in there. She has to base them. And then everybody else kind of follows around here. Nothing too crazy. And then the, I'm not going to send the Grotesque into Lelith. I'm going to try to send the Grotesque into the Guardian Defenders.
Okay.
7. And then Drahzar the Master Blades is also going to jump in to those guys. 4. I don't think that'll make it. Has to re-roll it to a 5. Well, Drahzar failed on a 5. Wah. The Hellions, though, going to try and make it into the Guardians as well.
Ooh.
And they go 10. Okay, great job, Hellions. Hooray! Well, they're going to make sure they kind of just stay something like this. Hurrah. Just make sure you can't heroic in there. So, with that, you do have fights first on JainZar. Yes. There's nothing I can do about that. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use Lilith's once per game ability so that she can get a 3-up invulnerable save in this combat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's at the start of the fight phase. And then I have to go ahead and do pain tokens. So I will be giving a pain token to Lelith, and I will be giving a pain token to the Hellions as well. JainZar does get to go first. Let's go!
Well, just for thematical sakes, we're putting all this on Lilith just to...
On Lilith's unit?
Yeah.
Is it precision?
No, I can't target her specifically.
Unless you spend a CP to do the precision attacks? The heroic challenge.
No, but then I can't interrupt over there, and I need to interrupt over there, so I can try.
Well, as soon as she fights, I fight there, so there won't be an interrupt. Yes.
Okay, well then, we're gonna put precision.
Okay, you're gonna go for it. Let's see if JainZar can murder souped up Lelith. Hitting on
wound
twos.
JainZar.
That's right. Hitting on twos, rolling. Is she an aspect? Yeah, she is. Yeah. So twos, all hit. No sustain, no lethals here.
Nope.
Wounding on twos with reroll wound rolls. Because, very nice. She is strength 6, I believe, right?
Yes.
So 6, is that 6 of them?
Yep, all 6 at -3, 2 damage each.
Okay, 3 ups. I guess I have to do 2 at a time. Because if not, they spill over to the unit. So Lelith takes 2 damage, lives. Lelith goes down. Nothing I can do about that. You got her, and then 1 witch dies. So you kill Lelith and a witch.
That's worth it.
You kill her. She's just dead. Well, well, well. Okay, JainZar. And then, of course, my Hellions are going to fight you over here. The Hellions, 30 attacks with sustained hits. I really, really like Hellions and what they do. They're so cool. Ha ha ha. Okay, let's see if they can kill 10 Guardians. So hitting on 3s with rerolls and sustains. Let's go Hellions. Now, normally I like keeping a command point to give them, that didn't roll, to give them a lethal as well as sustained, which is actually really, really good. But it's not terrible. That's all the hits there, plus rerolls for pain tokens. Not as good conversion as I hoped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sustains, which is plus 1 dice. 31 hits, and then they need 3s to wound. Okay, no, that's not bad. There, okay, well that's the first batch. Nice, second batch. Whoa, they haven't failed a single wound roll. Third batch. Okay, there we go. So that's 28 so far. And, okay, so -6 from 21. So 31. 25 at AP2 saves. 10 Guardians on 6s. So that is, you have 2 Guardians left on the platform. So 3 at a time, including the platform and the Guardians. So the platform dies, both Guardians die.
Yep.
And you still have 12 saves, which you have to allocate appropriately. 3 at a time on the big cannon on 6 ups. It dies, taking 6 damage. And now Eldrad owes me 9 invulnerable saves from the Hellions. What a fantastic roll from that Hellion brick. And Eldrad's just a 4-up invul. You do have access to 1 CP for a reroll if you need it. Let's see what happens. He takes 6 damage.
I don't think he has that much.
So he's got 0 wounds left.
But if I spend a CP and stop one of them, he has 1 wound.
Correct.
So I'm gonna have to do it.
I love it. CP reroll to try keep Eldrad alive. Yes, he lives with 1 wound. Good job, Eldrad. Well done. Excellent.
CP bomb remains intact.
Yeah, No, Hellions, you failed. How dare you fail? Okay, so then you pull your casualties and I get to consolidate. After the consolidation, you have to move to the closest model, so a lot of these were now closest to the Wave Serpent, so they just piled into the Wave Serpent, and then the ones that were closest to Eldrad surrounded Eldrad. I did activate him. He can't fight anything, so he just consolidated near the objective, and he was just out, like a sliver out to fight Eldrad, sadly. But over here, let's do Witches fighting into JainZar. So I have 9 attacks from the Witches. Hitting on 3s with rerolls, because I did give them a pain token. And they are strength 3 now, so 5s. So that'd be 1 at AP2 from the Witches.
4-up invulnerable.
Good. And then we're gonna do Urien Rakarth on 2s and on 2s. So 3 at only AP1 from his little stinger.
3-up.
And that is a dead JainZar. Aha, take that. Okay, so with that, what a wild ride that has been. Eldrad gets to fight me back, this Wave Serpent gets to fight me back, but all of a sudden the game looks a lot more manageable after that crazy turn that I just had. Excellent. Eldrad himself,
Yeah.
3 attacks. Hits on
Twos.
3s. Oh, he hits on 2s. They made him hit on 2s. I guess he's not as...
I-
he's not a... Yeah, he would be. Just back in the day, I think they gave him like less attacks because he was like an old man.
Yeah. No, he still
was
hits
like,
on 2s.
He only had like 1 attack or something.
They're not infantry, right?
No,
Okay.
no, they are not. They are mounted.
So strength 5, toughness 4.
T4, yeah.
3s.
3s to wound. What's the AP?
-1.
Okay, so
1 damage.
5s goes to 6s. Oh, it's only 1 damage.
No, 2 damage minus
Okay.
1 AP. Sorry.
So you're gonna kill 1. No, dead. 3 hits from the Wave Serpent and needing 3s to wound. Nothing. Okay. And with
Here's
that,
5 to 6.
let's go to the scoreboard. I successfully got 2 points for Bring It Down. Bring me up to 12 points there. And I'm currently recovering assets in 3 different zones, which would be good. But the big part of this turn, at the end of turn 3, is I have pulled you off every single objective. However, you do have a couple of terraforms, which just give you passive scoring. And with that, we go to battle round number 4. You still have Eldrad on the board. Ah, so close. And I get 1 CP as well. So you did reroll the save, so you had gone down to 0 there. Okay, so you're down up to 2 CP. I have 1. You do get 4 primary points, bringing you up to 26. Eldar, turn 2.
Okay, I got Cleanse and Established Locus, which being just Thrapade with most of my units, I couldn't really achieve, so I spent a CP to get rid of Established Locus and got Containment. Great, more of the same thing.
Actions for everyone.
Yay! Not that I need to shoot a lot on the board at all.
Oh man, talk about having actions, eh? Yeah, here I am being like, ugh, actions, and then you actually get all of the actions when you have
actions.
like 3 available units remaining on the table.
Yep.
And in this case, you'd need 4 units minimum to be able to do all of them. Now, thanks to my super sneaky witches, that plane
Off the
comes
board.
here, goes off the table. We will not be seeing you until next turn. You could always rapid ingress it at the end of my turn and do something fun with it. But let's see what you decide to do. Kill, score points. You have many options. Eldrad, however, does owe me a battle shock test. And he's fine. He doesn't
Super
care.
fine.
He's good. Go Hellions! Yay! Okay, that's that. You're gonna just move the Storm Guardians up.
Yeah, I need to sticky an objective and get shots on someone, so.
Okay, gonna forego the cleanse just to try and kill Drahzar. Okay, there we go. Oh, he was all the way over here. There you go. Got a couple of flamers, a couple of potential fusion guns, some of the little guns as well. Nice. Excellent. And are you going to spend anything to make him immune to Overwatch? I guess you can Desperate Escape if you want first.
Yeah,
Okay. Eldrad, trying to get away from the Hellions.
I don't think I can spend a CP because it's
No.
aspect only, isn't it?
No. For the battle focus tokens. Because I have a flamer here. I've got a flamer. So if you wanted him to move out and not get, say, Overwatched, depending on, but you could hide him like here, right? Like it's not a big deal. It just depends on which way you go.
Okay.
Does he escape? Desperate. Oh, he's going to go down. Unless you spend your 1 CP. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, might as well.
Hooray! Eldrad, 2nd CP to keep him alive. No! Yay! Death to Eldrad! Get him!
Just gang bait.
That's right. Stab, stab, stab. You try get away, old man. We are the youth here.
Wow.
That gives me a pain token as well. I know. He's like, spends a CP, stays alive against all odds. Spends a CP, dies.
Dies.
So the Dark Reapers have gotten out. You're going to follow the Wave Serpent back. Just kind of get there, ready to... And now you could move the Dark Reapers if you want as well. So over here, of course, you move this actually back here instead. So then you could move the Dark Reapers up, shoot, and then basically use the thing to get back in to keep them alive. And this unit can basically table my whole army by itself, which is exactly what it does. Very nice. And that's it. Let's go into shooting. There's not much else to do here.
Nope.
Let's see what happens. So you're just shooting everything in Hellions. You do not want a single one to be alive.
No, just dead. They deserve it.
They deserve to be dead. Okay.
So, we're rolling ones.
Yep. These are the big guns. 2s to hit, rolling 1s.
Ooh.
No,
All right.
3s to hit. 3s to hit. 8 hits, okay, and then 2s to wound because they're strength 10 against my toughness of 4, rerolling 1s as well. Gross. 8 wounds. So 6 up invuls. So I'll have 2 that stay alive. That's right. Blam. You kill 7 of them. And the Tempest Launcher, 2d6 blast plus 1. Ooh, 4. Can't really. You have to hit with everything and wound with everything to kill that unit with the Dark Reapers. Lame.
Well, they're
No,
not killing.
one's gonna live. Hooray! And only 1 because they are toughness 4, and 1 lives with a wound. I'm gonna keep this guy alive because he's got the grenade launcher, which gives him the grenade keyword, so he can go around doing grenades.
Grenades.
Now you've got the Storm Guardians. And the Storm Guardians, so we have 2 flamers, you can see him. We have 1 pistol and 1 melt-a-gun. So you have everybody else, which is 1 fusion gun, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pistols, can shoot into the Hellions over here.
Just do that.
Ooh, yep.
5 pistols.
5 pistols into the Hellions. All hit! No. 4s to wound. AP1, so 4s goes to 5s because of cover. No, you kill the one that's wounded.
Okay.
And all that's left is a fusion gun.
Little overkill, but hey.
Hits. Does it wound on a 2?
Does.
6 up invul! Hellion! Oh no! D6. He might live! No! You melt them! No! This Storm Guardian unit has done work. They've been like
Okay.
cleaning up all the little stuff that they need to kill. Okay, so you've got 2 flamers, 1 pistol, and 1 fusion. What do you want to start with?
Pistol.
Okay. Missed.
No.
Good talk.
2 flamers.
Yep, makes sense to me. Ooh, that's a reroll. That's gonna be 3 hits, wounding on 3s.
That's pathetic.
2, 3 wounds. So I have 1 incubi left on a 3+. On a 3+ again. Ooh, he's gonna go down, and Drahzar on a 2+ takes no damage. You did kill his 1 incubi friend. And
Now.
fusion gun! Yes! He's alive! Oh, he's gonna get you! He's so angry. Go, Drahzar! Go kill him! Get him! Oh, he can't kill you all, but he's gonna try. Oh,
I
that's so-
charge him.
No, don't do it! Well, it's your charge phase. This fell back, so it can't shoot. What are you doing with your charge phase? You're really debating it, aren't you?
Is it sticky?
No, that's your terraform.
No, I know, but because they got to it.
They have to hold it in your
yeah.
command phase
Right,
in
they
order
did
to do
not have
that.
it there.
Yes.
I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna charge
Okay, you need a
Drahzar.
5 to charge Drahzar. Oh, that'll make it with a 7.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea if Drahzar will survive this. So I'm going to go ahead and give Drahzar 1 pain token so he can fight. I'm not going to use a CP. I could give him like fight on death, but I'm hoping he lives and the CP will be just in case I like fail a fateful like armor save roll or something like that. Okay, so we have 5 of them fighting and the little platform that might have a headbutt. So we just have regular close combat weapons first, hitting on 3s. 4s to wound.
First for me.
I know, I guess you're used to. No AP here, 2 up saves from Drahzar. He's fine with 2 power sword attacks here. Oh, 1 hit. And wounding on, he's strength 4, so 3s with the power sword. No! Now you get to consolidate, if you would like. So you do have a 5 of invuls thanks to your big shield thing. So I'm going to go ahead and fight you with a 7 attacks. I did use a pain token here. 2s will hit. And then he's not leading, but he's strength 5. So 3s, but twin linked because of his cool save. So that'd be 7 invulnerable saves at 2 damage.
Make all these.
Oh, you're gonna make all of them. Oh, that was only 3. That was more than half. Sure, I'll accept. I'll accept what you just said. Nicely done. That's still a decently large unit of Storm Guardians, and you're just on this objective as well. which makes it annoying for me to deal with. End of the fight phase. They're gonna hop back into the Wave Serpent. We'll have one more turn of doing damage. Now let's go to the scoreboard, but you didn't achieve any of your secondaries this turn. I do have recover assets. I have 1, 2, so I could keep it at a 3 points and put my mandrakes into uppy downy, or keep my mandrakes on the board and score recover for 6 points. So I will score recover for the 3 zones, giving me 6 more points on my recover, but that does pin my uppy downies. And then you can get rid of your cards if you so wish.
Yes, please.
So discard 2 of them here. And you did get an extra CP because Eldrad was alive, so you don't get an extra CP as we move into Dark Eldar turn number 4. So I got Cleanse, another action.
Actions all around.
It's for everybody. I think we've drawn almost every action card in both decks.
We started out with like Assassination and
I
bring
know.
it down, and then all of a
it
sudden
just
it's
went
like,
into
no,
this.
you have to do everything.
And then Storm Hostile Objective, which is taking an objective away from you, which is awesome. So in terms of this, I do hold that because it's still sticky. I do hold this, and I hold that one. So that's a 12. I do not hold that one yet because I do have to take a Battle Shock test. So I'm going to go ahead and use my 1 CP to auto pass that.
Insane bravery.
Insane bravery on the brainless machine thing. So he's going to get me, because it caps at 15, a 15 on primary, bring me up to 35 from my 20. So a very decent primary turn there. Just really trying to make sure I solidify some points since you still have your 2 terraforms up and running. I do owe you a Battle Shock test on my Void Weaver though. It's fine. It's fine. That passed with flying colors. Okay. Couple of movement pain tokens. I'm going to give this witch unit a pain token for rerolling advance rolls. I'm going to give them a pain token for rerolling advance rolls because I need to roll like a 3 or 4 to get a couple in there. Yeah. So let's start with the mandrakes. They're just going to run. That's a 3. That'll get at least 2 in there. It's either goes to all or nothing here. You know what? I'm going to reroll it.
Live with the comp.
So that means 0, but that does mean I'm likely going to use the advance and charge on them to be able to just go in and charge. I just was going to try and do it without having to charge the Wave Serpent. So I decided to keep my witches back there. Death Jester just kind of tucked in behind there. The Chronos moved up a little bit. I auto-passed the Grotesque, of course. Urien Rakar was just hanging out behind that building. Then we've got this thing just within 24 of that Wave Serpent. The witches are going to try and make a charge to help Drahzar out over here. He's going to cleanse here. The Chronos is going to cleanse that objective for my full cleanse. This Death Jester is going to terraform that objective. Urien's going to terraform this objective as well. And we're going to basically then potentially charge over here and try and do a Storm Hostile objective. So let's see what we can do. Not using any pain tokens here. We're going to start with this unit of mandrakes is going to shoot into this. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. You decided not to rapid ingress your plane. That's right. You don't want it to come in yet. You're going to show up, shoot something, and it's going to be fun. And it's going to be murder. So mandrakes on 3s. Oh, sad. And on 5s. 6s are devs. Ooh, 2 devs and a save, please, on your Wave Serpent. No AP on the save. Ooh, 3 damage, bringing it down to 10 wounds remaining. 2 cannons shooting here. 6s are lethals. Nice. Rerolling 1s because I am winning or losing the wager with the Harlequins. 5s to wound. So that'd be 3 at AP1. But you are just covered by the cover. So I wasn't able to poke my nose out enough, so 3s. So that's 2 damage there. Bringing it down to what? 8 damage? Nice. And now we have my Haywire Cannon. On 3s, rolling 1s. Ah, thank goodness. Okay, good. Because if not, it would be impossible for me to get the the storm. And 6 damage on dev wounds. That's actually not bad. Down to 2. Actually, I'm still going to do it because they're going to charge. You're going to be battle shocked when you get out. Oh, that's actually very useful. Okay, well, that's it for shooting. Let's do some combats or charges. Let's see if these witches can get into combat. All the way over there. Let's go, witches! No, they're not going to get into combat. I have no CP. I didn't use a pain token because I really wanted a pain token for something else. So let's go ahead and do this over here. There you go, 4. It is enough. My Void Weaver is gonna just jump in, why not? Let's go! Nice, 8 inches. Pain token to Drahzar after the Void Weaver jumped in, and pain token to the Mandrakes. So I am gonna go ahead and attack with them first. They're just basically piling in over here. Nothing too crazy. Like so. 5 Mandrakes, 15 attacks, hitting on 3s with a pain token. Give them rerolls. Ooh, not bad. 12 so far. 13. Strength 5 though. So toughness 9 on a Wave Serpent. So 5s with AP1. Thanks to my pain token, 4 at AP1. 4 up saves. That will kill it.
Will.
Unless you use your 1 CP to reroll. Gonna let it die. Does it explode? We haven't had a single explosion this game. I get a pain token, and you have to get 11 guys out. 11 dice rolls, and you take a single mortal wound. Nice, which you can always put on your Exarch if you want. A Wave Serpent does go down, and 9 Dark Reapers get out. They are battle shocked right now, which will allow me to get Storm Hostile objective. However, you've put enough on there that you will hold it in your next turn. And I'm not going to pile into you because you would probably kill me all, and then I would fail in my mission. So I definitely don't want that to happen. My Void Weaver, 4 attacks in combat. Oh, you ready for the best combat vehicle attacks ever?
Absolutely.
Hitting on 3s with reroll 1s because they're losing the wager. And they're only strength 3. So 4s, rerolling 1s because of the wager. Take 2 armor saves with no armor piercing value. They're fine. Wah, wah, wah. You get to fight me back now. So I put my nose in there, so these 2 basically have to go in and fight the Void Weaver, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the little platform if it has a weapon of some sort to fight Drahzar. 5 with the Serpent Shield into Drahzar, hitting on 3s. Nice, better roll than last time. Wounding on 4s into Drahzar, because he's only toughness 3. He's still an elf. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, 4 2-up saves. He takes nothing. And then we have the Power Sword into Drahzar. 1 hit, and on 3s, because it's higher strength. 1, Drahzar takes a wound. Oh no, you stabbed him. And then 1 Power Sword and 1 combat weapon into the Void Weaver.
Power sword.
Okay, 2 hits and needing 5s. Nothing, and then the combat weapon and needing 6s. 1, ooh, save? Yes, completely fine. 7 attacks from Drahzar, 2s with pain token. And then 3s, because he's not leading anything, with Twin Link, so that's 6 more invul saves. 5 ups, thanks to the little shield. Make them all, he says. Ooh, 5 of them will go down. So 5 dead, but keeping you just in range of that objective, and I've already piled in and consolidated, or I can't, you based Drahzar, so you can't go anywhere. So that'll give you some more primary points. Very nice. And that's the end of my 4th turn. I did get my Storm Hostile because they're battle shocked. I got both cleanses, and I am terraforming 2 of my objectives. So 22 secondary points. Because of cleanse, and then Storm Hostile is 4, going up to 26 secondary points. Really now starting to show a bit of a switch there in terms of the score, but it didn't happen until turn 4, right? It didn't look very promising for me turn 3, but you know, you're able to turn it around towards the end of the game. You just have to stick to it, folks. That's right. However, last battle round.
Last one.
Battle round number 5. You get a CP, I get a CP, and you get to draw your cards.
So, behind enemy lines and recover assets. Behind enemy lines is impossible. So, CP to get rid of that. And got defend stronghold. I can do that. Or at least attempt to do that. So, recover assets, we'll see. But, try.
I like it. Well, that was interesting. Another action and defend stronghold. Good thing your big brick of Reapers is literally right next to your stronghold. Yep. You are going to get 4 points on primary, 8 points on primary, and then they owe me a battle shock test, or they can...
We're going to CP.
Oh, you're going to use your last CP. So that'll give you 4, 8, 12 points on primary, bringing you up to 38 points on primary. That's why Terraform is so good to terraform stuff early. Just gives you points for the rest of the game. That is your CP though. I'm assuming you want to fall back with them so they don't get murdered by Drahzar.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, so they can, you know, get points. And then over here, they're gonna do what? Move up. And they could charge mandrakes if they want, or shoot and charge mandrakes. They could shoot other stuff. You know, they got lots of options, but they're trying to defend their stronghold. And then you got your plane as well. Yes. So they fell back. You've brought in your plane from Strategic Reserve, ready to try and kill some things. And your Dark Reapers have surrounded the mandrakes. The shadows. What are you shooting first?
Well, we're gonna do the Crimson Hunter into that
Void Weaver?
Void Weaver, and
It is stealthy.
it is stealthy. And I
Oh,
only...
Drahzar did take a wound. I have to mark that. Down to 4 remaining.
Well, the Pulse Laser is going to go into your
Void Weaver.
Void Weaver. The 2 Bright Lances, I'm going to put them in the Drahzar.
Oh, no.
It pisses me off.
So you're looking at 4s to hit the Void Weaver and 3s to hit Drahzar.
So, Void Weaver first.
Void Weaver, 4s.
Rerolling 1s on the hit.
That's right. Ooh, that stealth
1.
really coming in handy. And, no, +1, -1. Oh, you hit on 3s. You hit on 3s because you get +1 hit fly.
Because you're
So you hit all the time, 3 hits, and then 2s to wound. Actually, needed, 3 wounds, +1 a hit, +1 a wound fly. That's very, very good. 4s, let's go, little Void Weaver. Oh no, even if I re-rolled 1, it's dead. Does it explode? No. Still no explosions whatsoever. You kill the Void Weaver. Now to Drahzar, just straight 3s, because he doesn't fly.
Can he fly?
Ones.
Can we give him the roll to fly?
No! Oh, reroll 1s.
Oh, right, yeah.
You are
2 hits.
2s to wound. This Exarch is an assassin. Oh, 1. 4 up involved for Drahzar. Yes, take that.
He makes it. Oh, well.
Those Guardians are so dead.
That's unfortunate.
And then over here we have 9 Dark Reapers and an Autarch. Tempest into the Mandrakes.
Everything else into that.
Okay, just into the 1 wounded Grotesque.
You know what? I'll split it. Half into the I'll put 2 into the Grotesque and the rest into your Chronos.
Oh no, poor little Chronos. Survive, my pretty. The Tempest first. 2d6 into the... Ooh, very nice. 8.
I'm going to use the
Free strat?
strat
To ignore mods?
To ignore your mods.
Okay, so you're hitting on 3s against my Mandrakes. With reroll 1s. A 1 miss at least. Do you add the extra for blast in there? No.
It is blast.
Yeah, so you need 1 more roll to hit. It hits. And 3s to wound. Ooh, not as good. 3, 5 ups. 1 dies. Go Mandrakes. And go.
So the 2 Dark Reapers.
And action.
The 2 Dark Reapers into the lone wounded. Pain in my butt.
The 1 Grotesque. Ooh, you hit once. Wounds on 3s.
Wound.
Are you ready for a 6-up invul?
I am.
Yeah!
Didn't do enough.
That's too funny. Awesome. And then we have the others into the poor little Chronos. And 3s to hit with reroll 1s. 6 hits, nice. I'm toughness 7, 3s to wound. Reroll 1s. Oh, only 4. 5 up saves. I take 9 damage. Yeah, 7 wounds, 5 up feeling pain. And I take 6 and live with 1. Hooray! The crowd goes wild. Good job, little Chronos. 1 left, and then we go to charge phase. All of these guys, yeah, they're just gonna charge in. Get them. Oh, let's go, the Mandrakes fighting. Exarch first?
Yep.
Nice.
4 attacks with the Starglaive. On the 2s.
Rerolling 1s to hit.
Thank God.
So good on the efficiency. She's like, oh, reroll 1s, reroll 1s. Ah, why not? T3 on my guys.
Wounding on 2s.
Nice. Rerolling 1s. Nope. 3 5-ups. I lose 2 mandrakes. 1, 2. And then you have 8. Well, a lot of attacks now. 18 attacks. Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. Just look it up. It's like, yes, they don't look like much, but when you roll all of them into 5 toughness 3 models, it adds up. Wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s. I only have 2 mandrakes here. Not terrible. That's a decent amount. 8 saves. 5s. They tried. They tried.
They tried.
They died. Dead. Dead. And you are in good control of your objective. And with that, your turn 5 comes to a close. I will successfully have terraformed 2 of these objectives myself. Ha ha ha. That's right. Well, let's go to turn 5 for the Drukhari. I still have 1 command point. So going up to 2, and let's see what I draw for cards. I got Area Denial and Containment. Good thing I have 5 witches that can, or 3 witches that can just step into the middle, or potentially an unbattleshocked Grotesque. And Containment. My Death Jester and my witches, or my Kronos. Actually, that's probably going to be a little tougher than I thought. Maybe even Drahzar would just go Contain. Well, you did get rid of Recover Assets, so you have 2 command points to my 2 command points. I cannot auto-pass him anymore, so he is battle-shocked, which means I do have to move my witches up into the middle there. I also have battle shock on this Kronos. He's fine. Or she's fine. Yeah, whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine. The little machine. I do call my Talos Betty and Veronica, though. Yeah, of course.
Betty to do song and dance.
So they do songing and dancing, yeah. So this is gonna do containment over here. This is gonna just move up like this. They're gonna just move within 3 inches of the middle of the board to get my contain. Drahzar is quite literally just gonna move up like this. And you wanna Overwatch him. Actually, no, I'm gonna spend my CP. No Overwatch, Done. So he's gonna go there, and I'm going to contain. I'm gonna contain with my Death Jester. I get 4. Urien Rakoth is there, so 12, and then 15 more points, which is the cap on primary. So I will get, and you score your defend. So with that, let's see what the score looks like at the end of the game. So you will defend your stronghold, bring you up to 22 points on secondaries. As for primaries though, you got almost 40, which is very good going first with Terraform. I will get 15 points here, bringing me up to a grand total of 50. So that's big there. And I will get an area denial and a containment. That's 11 points, bringing me up to 37 points on primary. That is a 70 to 97. That's not bad. That's actually not a huge spread. Fantastic game, sir. That was very, very fun.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, I had a blast.
Awesome. So
Elf on elf crime.
That was great. I told you it was going to be a bloodbath.
There's not much left.
I've got 8 witches left, a couple of characters. You have like 2 guardians left with a platform, a plane that I just couldn't interact with, and this mess.
They did a lot of damage.
They did most of the damage. But
although he did vehicle work like crazy.
Considering every single one of my venoms flies, he was like, "Oh look, my perfect targets! Bang, bang, dead, bang, dead, bang," and then he just couldn't deal with Drahzar. As soon as I had something on foot, he just couldn't kill it.
Nope. Oh well.
That was awesome. So in retrospect, have you changed anything in your process?
Maybe tried to. No, I don't know if I would have gotten me many more points, but if I didn't charge Drahzar and tried to cleanse with that unit, I could have got a few more extra points. I don't know if in the long term it would have helped much.
I liked your list. It was like very varied. You had a little bit of everything, and then I really liked how you didn't do too much, and then you exploded and went out and killed just like 14 of my units in like 2 turns. And then I just had just enough to really do some damage.
If you had made that charge though originally from here with the
Yeah, that would have been a little bit different.
Yeah,
because I would have
swung with you.
I would have kept all of that alive. Like that was an important charge. Failing that charge did sting. I think the one thing you could have controlled that changes the pace of the game is just making sure you zoned. So I couldn't bring in like Hellions and Mandrakes in your backfield. But because your army was so elite, you can't really afford. You don't have like Rangers.
That's the problem with Aspect Host. Like you don't have a lot of that stuff.
And you're spending a lot of points on characters, Eldrad and JainZar and and Lycus and an Autarch. Like it's like 400 to 500 points on characters. And you've got 3 Wave Serpents or 2 Wave Serpents of Falcon. That's another 300 points. So by the end of it, you only have like 1,000 points on like to buy infantry units, which gets expensive very, very quickly. Well, that was really fun. Thanks all for coming down to the studio. Of course, here at MiniWarGaming, we're doing a whole bunch of cool videos. That's right. That's right. There you go. And I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you liked, what you disliked. We're doing a lot of awesome content with 4th edition, 40k, 7th edition. Banta Bat Reps are going to be back soon with Dave, which is going to be awesome. And if you like more of these, share, like, comment, and let Matthew know that you still would like some good old-fashioned regular edition or current edition Warhammer 40k. I've been Scary here at MiniWarGaming, and you have been Stefan.
Yep.
And we'll catch you on the next video. Happy wargaming, everybody! And again!
Thank you.
And again!
Oh, good for what?
Happy wargaming, everybody!